I see. I mean, yeah, it probably would have been better for me to just go to Mesmer for the hit list in the level 85. It would progress my column 5. It would, I guess it would progress my column 4 as well, and then it would
I
stop your
think
column 2.
I think that
So
was the
the
reason I went,
smart
was
thing
for
for me
85.
would have been to just rush to Mesmer, but I chose not to do that because I was like, okay, well, because he expects me, like, I don't know, maybe I did like reverse psychology on myself. I don't know,
Loaf
but
of bread, easy
I was
first.
thinking, you would go for Mesmer because it's such an important square for you. So I would get Dragon Hearts. And then you mark Dragon Hearts. And I was
Let's
like,
go,
okay,
Bingus.
well, this is kind of scary now.
Yoink that content.
Yeah, I mean,
what a
once 2
pre-relation.
hippos fell, I kind of knew, like, it was just kind of cooked. Like, if I would have made the right gamble and just went and stayed in the south, then it would
Hello.
have maybe been fine. But
Tom is a
granted,
machine.
if I
Tom
did
has
that and
been
you
on
went
a
to Mesmer,
tear.
then you just have a free column 5. And you have a free, I guess, diagonal kind of, or you have diagonal forming. Man, I just want to die to TLA skip ever again.
I just don't think a 30-second like time loss at the start is what causes you to lose the game. I think there's more to it.
There's always more things, but I feel like they're inhuman.
Has anybody won 2 seasons of bingo yet?
It's a lot. Like I'd have to snipe you on things.
I don't know that anybody's ever won 2 seasons of bingo yet. Tom maybe could be the first.
But yes, I would have had to. I would have had to.
I still think.
How's Microsoft? Can't tell you. Can't tell you. Sorry.
Well, an easy way to neutralize column 5 would have been.
I can only tell you that there was Microsoft. That's all I can tell you.
And nameless mausoleums.
I can tell you that their parking was full, so I had to find a nearby parking garage and then walk there.
Black Knight boss.
And then I was kind of late, but it was fine.
What exactly you were doing?
Other than that, I can't tell you
what you were doing either. Yeah.
I didn't choose a good starting weapon for Black Knight, so.
But you went Naga Kiba?
Yeah, I was not Kiba, so it was.
The universe made Bree step away from destroying the competition. True.
I guess you know what? I guess I'm more powerful now, so it wouldn't be a good representation. But
how many Cybertrucks? None that I saw.
Unsheath would have been probably fine.
Flip doing Microsoft playtesting.
Yeah, most likely.
I tested something, can't tell you what, at Microsoft for 4.5 hours, and I'll get paid for it.
I didn't think that you would.
Yeah,
because I thought Black Knight was like the obvious one, so I didn't think you would go for it.
Paid temporary tester.
I had 2 larval tears.
That's cool as hell. Yeah, it's really cool. The perks of living near enough to Microsoft that I can drive there.
On a hippo, and then the gravesite plane one.
Hey, stop spoiling it. If they find out,
that one?
They'll sue me.
Not at the beginning. After I killed Black Knight.
Did they pay you well?
Okay.
They haven't said the pay yet, but it's usually.
I was on my way to.
For a day, it's usually somewhere like $100 to $200, depending on how many hours. I don't know if they just have like an hourly rate that they go with, but like it's usually fine.
I would have had a terrible time with this. So fucking hell, dude. Yeah, 4 great swords probably the way to go.
That's what I used.
I think I did have one that was $400 once because it was like multiple days. But
I was too Scadu.
I was expecting you to not force status hippo. So I would just force status red bear. Or I guess not expecting. I
never forget Bree beating
like at that point,
King of Puppets on like her second try on her first playthrough, right after everyone in chat was talking about how long it would take. The definition of beast mode, yeah. Honestly, that's a good day's pay. Yeah, yeah, that's perfectly fine. And like, I wasn't there the whole day,
well, I mean,
so
it
like,
was more than
I still
30
get to
seconds, 'cause
stream
I
after.
missed
So
skip too, so I had to quit out, and then I died, and then I went back to Egon's Grace. So
better than $11
still
for
missed
jury
more than
duty.
30
Yeah,
seconds, but
yeah.
like you said, it's not that much, but then like what you're able to get ahead on 4 squares. 5 if you count the status effects, but it's kind of a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could have chased as well.
Funny clip from today. Oh no.
But yeah, it doesn't help that he ended up dying. But I don't think it's like the end all be all.
Back to stealing. Yep.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, like there was a chance if you didn't kill Queenland and Altus.
I mean, they're talking about a game I didn't watch, so I guess I'll just deafen for the moment, and then I'll check out this funny clip. Let's see just how funny this clip could be. So we'll go back to this scene. Well, this on. Okay, how funny.
This is so idiotic. Fuck this, man. It didn't read my input. She didn't go visible? Hold on.
Wait, what happened?
This, man. It didn't read my input. She didn't go visible?
But she fell on him. Were there 2 of them there? I don't even know how that happens. What the heck happened? All right, that was mildly entertaining. Wow. Didn't even know you could die of enemy falling on you. I did know that. You do take a little bit of damage from enemy falling on you. I was aware of that.
It hurts. I kind of just figured.
How does that happen in Deathless runs?
South there.
I can imagine it.
And then when I got Dragon, oh, maybe that was what it was. But when I got Dragon Hearts, that's when I just went to
Croissant controller.
All right.
And a Dark Moon Greatsword. Yeah.
Mitch is
disrespectful.
Here who wants content.
Yeah.
Do you want to play another?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
4K, no base game.
Oh.
You want base game?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give me like 5 minutes.
No. Okay.
I'll be ready. All right. I'll be back.
Yippee.
Okay.
All right. Whose content can I steal as I get up and do something? Blanks, you're up.
Do I have to switch my content stealing just for 5 minutes just to switch back? Oh no. It's a disaster. Oh wait, no, I can steal it from you. You steal blanks, and I'm still stealing from you. So we've got it. Okay, we've got it covered. Okay.
You know, you have my chair and everything. It's great.
There we go. All right, good. Now this is the content stealing we've been looking for. We can see blanks right there. Stealing content from the content stealer. Yep. We're yoinking the yoink. Oh, Blanks is well ahead on Jack here, and he has blocked Jack's diagonal, which was the big threat that Jack had, so yeah, Jack literally has no possible lines set up already. There's a line that still exists. There's still column 2, but no lines that he has any squares in, and blanks is ahead by 4 for majority. So looking good for blanks. I'm trying to take this content that I have rightfully stolen. If only there was a way to watch the stream on the bottom left without all the other stuff on screen. Nah, I don't think that's possible. Actually, I think this is the only way to do it. Actually, it's required. Actually, if you think about it. How do you know if Tom is AFK? Does his model only blink when he's there? Or content thief streamer is back. Hooray! Because otherwise, I just don't know. I just don't know. What's the red blinking thing at the bottom left? I don't know. That's on CBD's stream. I don't think it's from Blanks' stream. Oh, that's so that's his like background. You know how like I have the be right back here screen? CBD has something like that, but it's got his little guy dancing in the bottom left. But since it's mostly covered, it's just like a little blinking. Do you miss playing bingo? Like yes, but like no. Like bingo's fun, but I like watching it better because the stress is a lot lower, and like the stress of bingo can get to me. The stress of a lot of competitions can get to me. I like that bingo, like, I feel like I can always improve, and like it's within my hands as opposed to something like a randomizer or deathless where I feel like a lot of it's out of my hands. So I like bingo a lot still, but like, I don't know. I don't deal too well with the stress of like competitions that it's either you win right now or you lose. I deal better with speed runs where it's like, hey, if this run isn't the run, I'll just get the run next time. One of us. You missed the French challenge. Not even in the slightest, tiniest bit. The Bingo Bandit returns. You don't even have to JK. We are the Bingo Bandit. Honestly, that should be the nickname. Mitch the Bingo Bandit. I understand I like watching Elden Ring better than playing. I mean, I love playing Elden Ring. Like, I love anything where I get to try again and, like, it's, like, you know, relatively low stakes like that. Technically, the French challenge you could try infinitely many times, but, like, I don't know. It's, like, when you're 13 hours in and you lose a run, it really doesn't feel like oh, it's fine, I'll just try again. It really does feel like, damn, I lost my opportunity. It's probably going to be, 15 more tries before I get another chance that gets this far. If that. But yeah. Our challenge was pure misery, pure agony. It really was. We're trying to new game Saros. Been very fun as of now. I don't know what Saros is. I saw some people playing it, streaming it, whatever. I think I saw a video. Oh, it was Iron Pineapple, I think, that was like, my thoughts on Saros as a Souls player. And I was like, I don't know what that is.
Weird way to pronounce Tom, but okay.
I have.
French challenge was a poorly designed challenge IMO. Could have used some tweaks.
Well, sometimes.
Probably, but.
Sometimes you feel a little.
You have multiple names. I don't
whatever.
know.
It also just kind of wasn't for me, so whatever.
Sword and spiked spear.
Sorry, I did not. Did you didn't jaw it up, did you?
You know, Returnal is basically Returnal 2. I kind of know Returnal, but it's PS5 only, right? Oh, no. Well, that explains why I would not have cared about it.
It's absurd to jaw when you don't have to jaw.
Never mind then. I don't care. I don't care about it if it's PS5 only.
Also, don't listen to the fake news. Swed told Ness that Round Table was the same in DLC and base game.
That's wrong.
If you have the same seed. Yeah.
Nope.
He's a bold-faced liar, dude.
It was like that for like one game in season 5.
one patch.
And then we went to a new patch.
I have
because Domo didn't want us to communicate.
I don't care about platform gated games. Well,
to base game,
especially if it's locked on a platform that I don't own and I'm not going to buy. It doesn't matter how good the game is or isn't. I'm not going to buy a PlayStation, so I just don't have to worry about it. It's something I can just pretend doesn't exist, and my life will be affected in no way whatsoever. Because if it didn't exist, my life would be the same.
Good luck.
This is actually like a base game.
Good luck, Mitch.
Yeah, good luck, Mitch.
Thank you for the good luck. Just looked at Saros. It looks like a game I'd want to play keyboard mouse anyways. I have heard there's aiming, shooting on it, so you would probably want to. Middle square rune level 55. That is interesting. I wonder if that's potentially rushable. There is kill a magma worm boss, which you could do Theodorix, and Theodorix actually gives a ton of runes, way more than I thought. I don't think it's enough for 55 on its own, but it is something you could consider doing to get a lot of early levels. You can also put those levels into int. It's not anti-synergy. It can be pro-synergy with each other, because you can use the 30 int levels as part of your rune level 55. The only thing to think about then is, you know, you won't have a lot of other stats, but this is the type of board where I'd say it would be okay to dump the 30 int. Whereas, you know, some other boards, it's like, it feels like a bit of a trap. But, like, I think on this one, they're both on the diagonal, so you make a scary threat. You can do it somewhat synergistically with something like Theodorix for Magma Worm. So I could definitely see that being a strong early-ish play. One Omen Killer boss is, like, you could just go do that. You could start the game, run over and do it. Kill a Falling Star Beast is a very, very common starting square because they want to kill one of the Falling Star Beasts anyway in order to get a Somber 6. So that's one that I'm expecting them to doing. Similarly, that synergizes with Somberstone Bellbearing 1 and 2 because it gives you Somberstone Bellbearing 1. You're halfway done with that. Grafted Scion, they could do at the very, very, very start. Plus the fast rune in Haligtree, right? Yeah, there's a lot of fast runes in Haligtree. There's fast runes in Mogwin Palace. There's a lot of ways to get a lot of early runes for sure. Soldier of Godric Barefist only could be done early, but like, I really see people skip that square, be like, nah, that's a trap square. I'm not going for that. It takes too long. But I mean, somebody's gonna do it at some point. One Omen Killer boss is really fast as well. Yeah, really, really, really fast. Like you could just go do that like immediately. Outside of that, nothing else is looking like a pure rush. Definitely things you could work your way towards, but nothing else that looks like you would really rush it on this board. Omen Killer is in the Albinoric Village one, right? Yeah, that would be a fast one. Alternatively, you can do a duo trio by doing the one in Altus Plateau. That is the Omen Killer and Miranda Flower. Technically it's Altus scaling, so it's like it does hit hard, but like it's kind of still pretty easy. So you could have some synergy there as well. But yeah, one Omen Killer, you could do that at kind of any time. Two underground squares. Underground. Well, if you mean Moon of Noxtella, that one they could just walk to. Technically, they could rush Moon of Noxtella. I don't think they will, but technically they could. Dragonkin Soldier is technically also underground, but you don't need access to underground. You can just warp to Shifra and just kill a Dragonkin Soldier. Technically, I guess that could also be a rush. Actual... I don't know that there's actually anything on here that like needs underground that you would like need to do Radon for, aside from Restore Radon's Great Rune, but I'm not really expecting to see that. So those are the ones that I'm looking at potentially here early. Neither of them going for the Grafted Scion. That's a little interesting. I guess they really see the levels there and they really want that, because outside of that, Grafted Scion is probably the fastest single square on the board, so it really could have been worth it for one of them to go for it, or both. I think I probably would have gone for it, assuming I had a wieldable weapon, which I think they... CBD has a wieldable weapon. Tom technically does not quite have a wieldable weapon. So CBD could have gone for it, but it's not a great weapon. I don't know, maybe he's just like, I don't like this weapon for this, I'll come back later. They had to kill Radon. No, they have some graces. They have a grace in the Lake of Rot, so they can go backwards from the Lake of Rot to Moon of Noxtella, and they've got a grace in Shifra River, so they don't have to take that long elevator ride down. What are all the graces they start out with? All of them? I mean, I guess you'll see when they open the map, but one at the start of Liurnia. One in Altus Plateau, like the highway junction, like the middle one. One in Shifra, kind of near the start. One in Lake of Rot. One in Mountaintops. One in Consecrated Snowfield. I think they have one in Caelid, but I'm not actually sure. They do have one in Caelid. It's like center-ish. It's like by the big like Rot Lake in the center. That might be it. I'm not sure. There's if you can think of a big overall zone, they probably have one in there somewhere roughly central. Locks out 3 bingo skipping Scion. It's not locked out. They can always go back to it later. They just have to go to 4 Belfries, and then from 4 Belfries, you can warp back to it. It just takes longer to do it later than it would to do it right away. Both of them, I mean, like, tied here on time. Like, Tom may be getting through that, like, cutscene mashing slightly faster. Weeping, they do have one in Weeping. Yes, they do have a grace in Weeping. It's Inner Aeonia is the one that they have in Caelid that CBD just immediately warped to. I think he's going to go straight for the Falling Star Beast, I think is what he's going to do. Actually, they might both be rushing. They might be racing on Falling Star Beast. Tom got just enough runes that he's able to use his Warped Axe. And that axe, I do think, is a better weapon than the one that CBD started with, the Flame Monk's Mace. Although the Monk's Mace does do the funny dance before you hit with it. So, style points for that. No wonder you haven't seen any Celia Town skip. They do Celia Town skip if they want to get up there. You will probably see Celia Town skip at some point in order to get to Putrid Crystallian Trio, since the grace they have here is at the bottom, and they would want to get up to get to the Crystallian Trio. Got a race for the first square. Yeah, this is a classic. Falling Star Beast is one of the classic starter squares because you want to do it at some point anyway, and because there's a Rot Grease along the way, you can kind of do it reasonably either way. Are both of them not doing the skip? Or are both of them doing the skip is the question. Both of them doing the skip. It could come down to who does the skip better. CBD is just like a few seconds ahead. They both get the skip first try. Ooh, CBD, though, got spotted. Oh, Tom got spotted. They both got spotted, but CBD went back down the ladder in order to not die, successfully rolled it. Tom tried to just brute force it through the ladder, ends up dying. That is almost certainly going to cost him this square unless CBD has an incident here. This is already hype. I mean, yeah, sometimes when the good squares are early. Falling Star Beast is too hard early for you. It can be a tough one to do early, but they are very, very comfortable with it because they have a lot of hours of practice in. Luckily, it does not usually one-shot them, even on base vigor here, so... Oh, yep, there's the dancing Charged R2. I wonder if CBD is going to stop using it ever again now that he's realized this is the one that dances, or if he's going to keep using it. It is very funny looking. It's just like so slow in comparison to other Charged R2s. Increase, 30% of its life already down. So in theory, if Tom has like a way better fight, it might still be possible for Tom to win, but it should, for the most part, come down to CBD just... having a clean fight, getting hits in every so often. Nice hits. Oh, Tom with a very, very early stagger. Gets the riposte. That'll be a rot on it as well. Both of them have gotten their rots early. Both of them having very clean fights so far. CBD's down to around 30% left. Tom's at about 60% left. So that's only still a difference of about 30%, which is what they started with. So both of them have been very, very even on the damage since they both joined into the fight. CBD now down to maybe 20% life left. Tom under 50% though, maybe 45 to 40% left. Oh, but CBD gets a big stagger here. This should pretty much do it. Take the riposte, keeps the rot ticking, and CBD has the first square. Very nice. Snipes it away from Tom. Tom does want to finish out this Falling Star Beast because it does give a Somber Stone that he does want. So it's not like he can just pour it out, but that's going to make it so that CBD is ahead on whatever he wants next as well. Starting with an early rush is really, really scary because whoever wins the early rush can also potentially just win whatever the second square that they go for is. That was fairly close. Yeah, I do think Tom had a faster fight, but the death on the skip on the way there just put him way too far behind. That death cost a lot. Yep. Hashtag unluck. Truly unluck. Yeah, I never do the skip in there because I haven't actually learned how to like do it consistently. But given how many players can do it consistently, they probably have the right call. You probably should be doing the skip. I just haven't learned it yet. They're literally doing the same things. Yeah. They are both heading for the second Somber Stone Bell Bearing, but I mean, CBD still on a good lead here over Tom. Tom, I mean, chasing after this is a little scary because if he gets double sniped, all of a sudden, you know, 2 squares down and nothing to show for it. But he might be thinking either that CBD is going to pivot off of it and hold priority, which he's not. Oh, Tom is actually pivoting out. Interesting that he went all the way there to pivot out. I don't know if that was like trying to get some progress so that if CBD marks something else, he can quickly warp back. Or if he changed his mind. It is, you know, it is overall a little bit of inefficiency to get some progress somewhere, then warp out, but it's not too bad. Only weapons are randomized within the same category. Yes, only weapons are randomized, nothing else is randomized, and it's only within the same category. Or similar enough categories that they're called the same category. So, for example, Tom just looted what would have been a greatsword. Instead, it was a light greatsword. Because those are considered to be the same thing in the way that we have randomized them, where light greatswords are the same as greatswords, great katanas are the same as katanas, etc. We love Milady. Yeah, I don't think we do. I'm not sure I've ever seen someone in bingo use Milady. Like, at all. All right, CBD doing some nice stagger locking by just crouch attacking over and over. Chris? Has Chris done it? Oh, okay. Two is ideal for commentary, 3 is a crowd. You got to be really experienced in 3-man commentary with the same people and work well with them to pull that off. I think it depends. I think it depends on how the commentary is. I think a more talkative commentary like bingo, it's hard to make 3 work because you will all trying to be saying things and talking over each other a bit. But I think a 3-person, even 4-person commentary, there's the second square for CBD, 2-0. I think a 3 or 4-person... Thank you for the good luck. Can work in a little bit more like relaxed settings. So like in GDQ, I've had 3 or 4 people in total on comms, I guess if you include me, like 3 people on the couch plus me. Or alternatively, someone else performing than me, then 2 other people on the couch. So it's 4 total mics. Can totally work. You just kind of have to recognize that there's going to be 1 or 2 people that are kind of like the main talkers that are filling the most of the air, and then the other people are more likely to be the crack a joke or fill in with some interesting context or technical details or things like that. You just have to recognize not everyone's going to get equal screen time if you have 4 commentators. Otherwise, it is chaos. And as long as the commentators are okay with that, then it works out just fine. 2 chill yappers plus 1 factual nerd is good. Yeah. The lady comes with impaling thrust, which already puts it above most weapons. Its damage is kind of meh, otherwise without. That is true. Does it come with Milady if you pick it up in this randomizer? Weapons generally, like, don't... Is that its default Ash of War? Like, if you take off all the Ash of Wars on Milady, it has impaling thrust? I guess that is pretty good, then. I guess you're right. If you need a thrust attack weapon, then I guess impaling thrust on Milady, that's not bad. Overall, a pretty easy bingo mission, wouldn't you say? What's a easy bingo mission? Perhaps? So the bingo weapons tend to be oversized things. Yeah, generally. When playing casually, there's a trade-off. Bigger weapons are more likely to get you hit, but can, deal out big damage, big stagger. And then small weapons, they don't do as much necessarily damage. Well, sometimes they do just as much damage, but like sometimes they don't. And they definitely always do less stagger. But you can like attack once or twice and then get ready to roll and just be like safe with it, not worry as much about your stamina, not worry as much about getting locked into an animation and dying. So if you are good enough, if you are, a perfect player that knows how to manage your risks well, then big weapons tend to be better. Whereas if you are, struggling to make sure that you don't get hit by things, going with a small weapon and just kind of like poking a couple times and then making sure you get the dodges can be better. Bingo boxes, none of them are overly difficult to do. That's what you mean. This bingo board doesn't have too many tough squares. I mean, I don't know that the only square probably in the entirety of base game bingo that I actually think is difficult is Melania. Outside of that, like, I don't know that there's any other square that's really like difficult. I mean, a lot of squares can kind of like be difficult in that you've got really low health if you don't level your health. Like, I guess Fire Giant, if you just didn't level your health, is kind of, kind of rough. Good evening. Ladies basic, Ash of Wars, Impaling Thrust. Yeah, I learned that from either Chris or Doma. Oh, okay. All right, Tom going for the Dragonkin Soldier here on the bottom left. A nice quick pickup while he was gathering upgrade materials in Shifra anyway. Like, hey, I'm just gathering a bunch of materials. Like, why not kill a Dragonkin Soldier while I'm here? Like, not a bad call at all. Bang! Takes his first square, 2-1. Borealis is pretty difficult, IDK. It's mostly just getting away from his scream. But I guess I can kind of see that, yeah. Is Gargoyle Duo a square? Valiant Gargoyles is a square, I'm pretty sure. We haven't seen it very often, and players are probably pretty happy for that. But also, Fia's Champs is a square, which usually the fastest way to get to Fia's Champs is to go through Gargoyles. So sometimes they have to go through Gargoyles, and they don't even get a square out of it yet. Important to note that the smaller weapons can still absolutely slap in Bingus with Bleed and Frost and stuff like that, as well as just solid innate damage. Yeah. It is not as though there is, like, to me it comes down to averages. The average big weapon is like a B+ weapon. Maybe... probably not A-, but like, yeah, the average big weapon is like a B+ weapon. Like, it's got a lot of the stuff you look for. The average small weapon is like a C weapon. Like, because there's a lot of small weapons that are unusably bad, like daggers and stuff. A lot are like unusably bad, you know, Cypherpoda, stuff like that. But that is not to say that there are no small weapons that do incredible. Claws, incredible. A lot of fist weapons, incredible. Katanas, solid. You know, like, there absolutely are small weapons that shred. It's just that there's also like 1,000 small weapons that do nothing. There's 1,000, you know, spears and curved swords and daggers and short swords that don't have square off and, you know, etc. That it's just like, yeah, there's a lot that are bad, but there are still some standout gems that are really, really good, even in the smaller weapon categories. What would you say the most usable of the horrible weapon classes are? The most that's asking me, you know, where's the cutoff of good versus bad, I guess. Like, I don't know. I guess, like, if you were forced to play a dagger, like, it would probably be like Reduvia, because at least it's got bleed on it. Bonk weapons, good, yes. All right, Tom going for the Omen. They're actually racing on Omen Killer. We didn't even notice. They're racing on Omen Killer. Tom has the Omen Killer down. It's just Miranda left. The Miranda does have quite a bit of health, but he should be able to just stand in the poison and tank it. CBD going for this Omen Killer is going to lose it. Because Tom should be done with this fight first, especially since he had to fight that dog first. This Omen Killer doesn't actually have a lot of health, but Tom is playing it very, very safely, which he does not know is probably going to lose him the square. If he had fully rushed in on it and just happened to get a good fight, he could have gotten it. Yeah, he was so close, but does get sniped here. Honestly, wasn't even that far away. Yeah, look at how close he was. He was genuinely just like, if he just rushed in, went impaling thrust, riposte, impaling thrust, he would have had it, but taking his time dealing with the dog did lose him that square there. The race was just a little too close. Not that he could have known, right? A lot of times you do want to take it safe, but in this particular case, does lose him that square. Which good bonk weapon can I use for a rune level 0 run? Have the Source Seal, Strength, and Dex tiers so far. It's not like bonk, but I mean, Bloodhound's Fang is always very solid. You can use that at RL1 for sure. Technically, you can use almost any. I think people have made builds that use Giant Crusher at RL1. I wouldn't recommend that, but like, I think you could. So nothing is off the table. Great Club, sure. Anything. The world is your oyster. Great Stars, yeah, is easy to meet the requirements for. Go for Great Stars. That's a great one. Like, whatever you want. You can find a way to make it work. The Stone Club is great, right? The Stone Club is small. It is a not great club. It is just a hammer. I'm pretty sure there is not a Stone Club that is a great hammer. I think there's only a Stone Club that is a regular hammer. Yeah, there is no automatic tracking on the bingo board. People have to mark things manually, so it's up to them if they mark things manually. Tom did mark his duo trio, but not everybody does every time. But presumably CBD will remember that he has killed the Crystallian duo for himself and not miss out on that later. Tom heading for the Magma Worm now, it looks like, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's where he's headed in the snowfield. Looks like it, yeah. So this is going to be a Magma Worm boss. It's going to give him a ton of runes that he can use for possibly rune level 55 or int. This is the play that I called from the beginning as having very, very, very good synergy. And CBD, after winning the first 2 squares, has kind of been spinning his wheels for 10 minutes. He got 2 squares in the first 10 minutes, and then in the next 10 minutes has not gotten anything yet. He did get sniped on the Omen Killer boss. That was the thing that he was setting up for, but just did not get it. So it has swung back from, 2 almost snipes. I mean, the first one was absolutely a snipe. The second one only kind of a snipe for CBD. into tie game in possibly Tom's favor because he's going for a very, very powerful square synergy here. As long as he does not get caught by that magma. He was in a tough spot there where the magma was kind of keeping him up against a rock. And so he didn't have a lot of space to move, but he does get out of there just fine. Oh, using the Witching Hour Slash. So after starting with the axe to apply rot, he's now swapping to a katana that's got bleed on it. Very, very smart. Just trying to use as many statuses as he can to take Theodorix down as fast as possible. If he had a freeze grease, that could be potentially good as well. Although I believe magma worms are actually relatively hard to freeze because they're, you know, they're so warm-blooded or something because they're, you know, they've literally got magma. But yeah, if he can just keep going with the statuses, this should not be too long. He also is not doing the strategy of the octopus, the land octopus, that he could be doing. CWD, on the other hand, heading through Margit, heading generally towards Godric. There is Restore of Godric's Great Rune on the board. There's also Killer Remembrance Boss, bow only or kill a boss, incant only. So both of those potential things that he could synergize with this. But I mean, this is... There's not a lot here that you really want. He could technically also be going for the whetstones. There is a whetstone here in Stormveil. He might not actually be going all the way to Godric. He might just want the whetstone. Because 3 is not a lot of whetstones. You can get that number pretty easily. Have the Bloodhound Fang, got redone with it, but I feel like I need something to do good strike damage for Poise Break. Bloodhound Fang does great Poise Break. You don't need strike damage for Poise Breaks. You only need strike damage for things that are weak to strike damage. Oh, Tom dies with Theodorix at 5% health. He got slammed. He got stuck under him with the jump, and then the slam hitbox connected with him. That is actually something that is usually very, very safe. If you jump, the slam will, like, go under you, usually even if you get stuck on him. But in this case, it does not. Catches him, and now all of a sudden, Tom has wasted a lot of time on Theo. I mean, if he'd gotten it, it could have been a really, really strong play, but... getting killed at 5% health, that sucks. He doesn't have his frost or his rot grease anymore either, so it would be an even longer fight if he wanted to redo it. Yikes. I think the magma got him. It was a fire effect. I'm almost positive it was a slam that actually finished him off. It might have been that magma caused him to get hit, like canceled his jump early or something, but... I think left hand has something to do with Torrent. For left-handing weapons, it has to do with Torrent and Mimic tier. If you are on Torrent, you can only two-hand your left-hand weapon. And if you face Mimic tier and your weapon is in your left hand, Mimic tier will try to punch you with your main hand instead of that. Oh, so CBD is actually going for whetstone knives here is what it looks like. It doesn't look like he... Well, he might still commit to Godric, but he went the path to get the whetstone knife. Are there any weapons you really hope to get in bingo? Anything big, anything slammy, and strike weapons I like, but also pierce weapons can be really, really good. So something like a rusted anchor can be really good because it's big, slammy, but then is pierce damage. For example, Great Stars is another one I do love to see. I also am very partial to Great Swords. I think they are a very fun class. They have a nice kind of mix of being heavy, but not like too heavy. So you can often squeeze in punishes where other big weapon classes can't. So something like Alabaster Lord Sword is very, very, very good. Although that's also because it has lower stamina cost than other Great Swords. Big and piercing, yes. Is cheesing bosses allowed, e.g. DTS? So, cheesing is not a very good descriptor. Gravity killing is not allowed. Killing bosses via environmental effects such as the rot bubbles in Caelid is allowed. Killing bosses by having bosses fight each other, such as getting watchdogs to fight each other with crystal darts, is allowed. So you need to be a little more specific. Cheese is not a well-defined thing. So, but hopefully that kind of answers the question. Tom being naked and CBD wearing armor is some 3D chess. Yeah, the exact opposite of what you know, we normally expect to see. I wonder if CBD has changed his ways. This is not the first game that I have seen CBD wearing armor. I wonder if he is now like, actually it is kind of worth it. Cheese is a type of dairy product produced in a range of flavors, textures, and forms by coagulation of the milk protein casein. Casein. I'm gonna go with the first thing I said was the closest to correct. Calling in the refs because your opponent is roll cheesing the boss. True. They're roll cheesing. You can't do that. Casein? A scene. I guess that makes sense. Cheesed to meet you. Oh, Tom heading back for the grafted scion. He went all the way up to the 4 belfries so that he could do the grafted scion here. Whereas CBD getting the whetstone knife. The whetstone knife feels pretty slow here. There's not a lot of like synergy here with the whetstone knives. Like, I don't even think he's gonna do. Like, he's not gonna do Renala to get to capital access. So I'm really not sure why he chose to do this whetstone knife. And there it is for Tom. 3-2 in Tom's favor. CBD just a little bit of, I don't know. I don't know that these have been the most efficient squares that he's been doing. Maybe he wants something to block on the diagonal that Tom now has 2 on. Maybe that's why he wants whetstone knives. Ooh, nice stagger on the Red Wolf of Radagon. Kills him very nicely. But, like, I don't see any, you know, Red Wolves on the board here to synergize with going into Raya Lucaria. It feels like it's just longer than if he had gone towards Radon. And I think there's one in Radon's castle. I think somebody has said that. And then if you went towards Radon, there's also Restore Radon's Great Rune later. So I'm not sure this was the most efficient whetstones that he could have gone for. But he does have it now, 3-3. But the advantage is really not big for either of them. CBD looked like he had an advantage out of the early game, but now it's perfectly evened up. Ooh, but Tom heading immediately for the Godric square would have pushed the diagonal if CBD had not done whetstone knives. Get the feeling there's scope for Twitch to improve the viewing experience of events like these where you have to watch multiple screens. How so? I mean, I've got multiple screens on the screen. You can watch them both right here. I feel like this is a reasonable viewing experience. Well, you were practicing too. So funny. I gotta practice. I gotta be the best commentator there ever was, because I'll be commentating on Saturday. Whatever match ends up being Saturday, which I think has to be Chris versus Blanks, I think has to be on Saturday because they can't do the next match until that match is done. So I'll be commentating Chris versus Blanks on Saturday. Hype. So I gotta stay in practice. I gotta know all the square locations. I gotta know all the meta that they're going for. Yeah, this square really does take a while to kill Soldier of God, Rick. Bare fist only. It really is like way slower than you'd expect. Still probably faster than like, for example, the whetstone knives that CBD went for, but like, boy, does it take a while. Chris versus Blanks, winner goes up against Mitch. Yep, that's it. What time will it be? Excited. It should be at noon Central. So that's 10 a.m. Pacific. I think that's right. Felt this when watching Hobbs Zero Hit League too. Yeah. Christmas Blanks feels like it's going to be the match of the preseason. It could absolutely be. They are both really, really, really good. Blank's more of a like normal traditional player. I'm just gonna beat you on majority by going a little faster. And Chris, the absolute wild card. I'm just gonna throw in some weird curveballs and things you don't expect. I'm surprised Tom is not healing. He wants heal-less Soldier of Godric, but like one more hit could kill him if he got the wrong hit. Okay, but he does get it. There it is. 4-3 in Tom's favor. Chris abnormal. True. Chris is the funny guy. Yeah. You can't heal against God. Do you think being a speedrunner gives you the huge advantage for playing Bingus? For certain squares, yes. For other squares, no, it doesn't. Because the thing about speedrunning is you get really, 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 really good at a really, 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 really small part of the game, right? You take this game that there's hundreds of hours of things to do, and you pick 1 hour of things to do out of it, and you get really, really, really good at that 1 hour of things. So if a bingo square happens to be exactly, oh, go kill, you know, Moog with the Bloodhound's Fang with exactly the stat distribution where you can one-cycle him, then speedrunners have a gigantic advantage and are gonna kill Moog, you know, 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes faster than anyone else. But if it says, oh, go kill Soldier of Godric bare fist only, and you're like, well, you don't do that in any speedrun, then the advantage is just whoever practices it more for bingo. So Mitch is not good at Sekiro. True. For example, Lanciac skip with keyboard and mouse. True, easy. Just do that. Ooh, CBD now heading to steal away the Theodorix that Tom tried out earlier and is recruiting the help of this land octopus. So he should get more staggers and theoretically a faster fight, but it can be a little bit tricky because now all of a sudden he's attacking in weird directions, such as that, running up against a wall. Oh, but gets staggered by the octopus. CBD barely even had to hit him and he got staggered. Very, very nice for him. Wow, you can see how much faster this fight is going. Although also how much weirder it is because, like, the health bar disappears every so often. Octopus. Losers bracket final is going to be so tough. Like, everyone's absolutely good enough to make it. It's tough that only 2 people can. Yep. Like, if everyone from the US was allowed to compete, there would be a chance. I'm not saying it would happen, but there would be a chance that out of the top, you know, out of the final 6 players, you'd have like 4 people from the USA. Like, very, very possible. Very, very, very strong players. But instead, we will definitely have a more diverse group than that. Has been forced by the Bingus gods. Oh, really nice damage on Theo using the scattershot throw. Even though the scattershot throw does very, very little damage, he actually gets a ton of bleed procs. And Theo is only standing up for the first time now at 5% health left because he just did such a good job of just hitting him down super, super quickly. Nice. There's the Theo kill for CBD. Ties it up. Wendy's 4 for 4. But wow, that was a really, really nice Theo kill. The Bingus gods being Domo. Yes. The Bingus gods. And immediately gets enough runes for 30 int. Just spends it. Unsurprising. CBD is almost never afraid to just spend the runes on levels. He says, I don't need levels. It has gotten him in trouble before, in my opinion. I do think it got him in trouble in his match versus Chris in the winners quarterfinals, I guess that would be. Winners quarters. I do think it got him in a little bit of trouble, but in a lot of other situations, it's totally fine. He just kind of takes that square that he's like, this one's free, and he still does plenty of damage for the rest of the game. Are you commentating for Banger Brawlers? When it starts, when does it start? It has already started. We've already had 1 weekend of preseason. I mean, technically it's preseason qualifiers rather than like the full season, but this upcoming weekend as well. So like tomorrow, we also have some more preseason qualifier bingo games. I do wonder what level CBD has leveled up to at this point. I think I saw he was also close to level 55 as well. Yeah, he could definitely get that pretty soon. He's level 53. Yeah, he is so close. He can get that very easily. It looks like he's currently going for the Moon of Noxtella. I'm not sure if he can get any runes along the way in order to get to level 55. I think he feels safe enough to not rush it. Yeah. All right, and then Tom heading for that Putrid Crystallian Trio. So they are not headed towards the same things. 1 square lead for CBD, and he is heading for something that's not, like, overly long. Tom heading for something that's also not, like, that bad, but it does require you to go all the way through this cave, and then the fight itself is, oh, I need to, you know, crack 1, and then I need to keep attacking it till it dies, and then crack the second one, and so it is a slow fight after a slow cave, but at least you only have to do one thing. At least it's not like, oh, go kill, you know, or go get 14 different incants where you need to, like, find where all the incants are in all the different locations, or, you know, 4 Knights Calves, you got to go to 4 different places. Honestly, nothing on this board is, like, that slow. I'm a little surprised neither of them has gone for Radon at some point. The point of doing Radon would be not only can you get to gold free potentially later, or Godric, you could honestly do either of them, but then you could combo it with either bow only or incant only, and that's kind of a 2 square for 1, as well as giving you priority on a 3rd square, potentially. As well as get you towards Morgott, actually, now that I think about it. Capital is definitely going to come into play in this game. Bingo Yappers practice. Am I competing in it too? No, I am just going to be doing commentary. Where can you find the bingo schedule? BingoBrawlers.com. Tom definitely has to know that he's close to it as well, since he knows that CWD just dumped like 20 points into int. I mean, that doesn't really matter for the rune level, because the levels to int count for rune level. Oh, you mean that knows that CWD is I see that. Sorry. I misunderstood. Tom has to know that he's close to it. I thought you meant that Tom was close to it, and I was like, well, he wouldn't know that he's closer than CWD. But you're just saying Tom knows that CBD is close to it. Yeah. Absolutely, they both know that for sure. RL55 seems like one of those squares that you would just get incidentally, like you just accidentally get RL55 by playing the Bingus. Yes, and then it's like, do you go out of your way to get it on purpose? Because if you get it on purpose, then you can get it before your opponent, right? If both of you are going to get it incidentally, but your opponent is going to get it incidentally faster, then you can go get it on purpose and take away a square that they would have gotten and turn it into a square that you get. So that's what makes it interesting. Tom would know Tom is too. True. Tom would know Tom is close if Tom is close. Is taking the riposte on those Crystal Guardians that MPT is doing much slower? No. Depends on your weapon. It can be faster or slower. It just depends. It is in many ways safer because you get iframes when you riposte, but it is in some ways less safe because the way that the other Crystallians behave can be a little bit different when you're riposting, and sometimes can cause them to attack you where they would have left you alone if you didn't riposte. So yeah, I genuinely don't know what's better. Both are fine options. If you get it on purpose, it can set you up better for the rest of the board. Maybe. I mean, not like really, but a little bit. When it's in a square like that, I'd be rushing it down pretty quick, I think. I probably do think so. Now, CBD is probably going Moon of Noxtella because he recognizes, oh, wait, column 5, I don't have anything to block yet. He's probably just thinking, I want that final block there. And then as long as CBD also gets rune level 55, he will have blocked every single possible bingo. That's probably what he's thinking. Moon of Noxtella, level 55. I blocked the bingos. I can go into a majority game. Maybe I feel stamina management is hard post-repost. It would be, except the Crystallians take so long to stand up that you can, like, recover almost all your stamina after reposting them. There are some bosses that you repost them and they kind of stand up right away, like Crucible Knights. So stamina management on Crucible Knights can be really tough. But Crystallians, they sit on the floor for, like, a year after you repost them. So you get to get all your stamina back. There's the Moon of Noxtella for CBD, 6 to 5. If he also cashes in on this rune level 55, which he's definitely close to, that would make it 7 to 5 with all the squares blocked. It'd be looking very good for CBD. Tom heading to the Sleeping Golem in Lanedell. Not a bad square. Relatively quick. Just ride over and then kill him, and killing him should not take very long. What do you think of the playstyle of the US competitors? There's a lot of variance to them. I would say in general, the playstyle of the US competitors is go fast. Which you're like, what? That's not a playstyle. That's just Bengus. But what I mean by that is, like, go fast. Do what's efficient. Lines don't matter that much. Sometimes they do, but, like, they are not playing always the positioning as much as they are playing the going fast. If there's stuff that's fast to do, they're going to do the stuff that's fast to do. That is what I generally feel from most of the US competitors, but not all. Okay, nice first knockdown and riposte from Tom. This should not take all that long. Just has to get... Nice, another stagger there. Yeah, almost can full stagger lock it. I can't see what its health is, but apparently all it took was 2 ripostes. There you go. 2 ripostes, kill the Sleeping Golem, 6 to 6. CBD probably thinks... Oh, okay. I think I have time to get Radon and rune level 55 from it then. I think CBD is actually just not going to go for... Yeah, he's not going to go for bow only. He's not going to go for incant only. He's just going to try to take Radon as fast as possible to try to get priority on these 2 squares. And just finish off the rune level 55. You want to see non-US players do Bingus, except V Sweat and Aggie, who are both kind of US players anyway, but, like, they have a claim to another country, so they get to stay. So do you see more lines in games of players outside the US? Well, the thing is, players outside the US have been practicing less so far because bingo in the past has been predominantly a US, like, oh, big damage from CBD. Very fast Radon kill. No second phase. No, sir. Not escaping. Nice. Even uses the foul foot there. Players outside the US have not had as much chance to practice yet, so they are more currently still in the learning the squares and how to bingo phase than they are in the I'm going to make, like, a meta around exactly my playstyle countering the opponent's playstyle phase. There's rune level 55 for CBD. 7 to 6. Not a big lead, but he does have Radon down, so he can restore Radon's great rune later. Tom, on the other hand, heading for his 3rd duo trio. Since he did Putrid Crystallian trio, and he also did Omen Killer duo, all he needs is 1 more here, so very nice synergy from Tom. Very, very smart play, finding those good synergy squares, and... Oh, he's porting out, though. He actually does not commit to it. I think he might just be upgrading a little bit more, or he might be saying, CBD can't be here. I can go somewhere else instead. What's the furthest time zone-wise for non-US bingo players? Germany? Australia? Russia? I don't know which one is furthest. Because, like, at a certain point, it kind of wraps around. Like Australia, you know, would be the furthest if you went around east from US, kept going east, then the furthest around is Australia. So it's arguably, like, the furthest ahead in time. But if you instead just went west, it's actually not, like, that far. So I don't know. I think it depends where in Russia and where in Australia, but those two most likely. Yeah. Yeah, Russia is quite quite large. It has like 6 different time zones or something. Games in the next few days are at 3 a.m. Australia time. Well, if they're degenerates like me, then that's not that bad. It's still a 10 to 14 hour flight from LA. Yeah. It's still a ways. It's still a ways for sure. 11 time zones in Russia. Holy. Okay. Sheesh. I guess Russia players live near Moscow, like a lot of Russians. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Could not tell you. I do not know where they live, so all I could do is speculate, and I don't feel like speculating because I just don't know. So I'd rather just say, I don't know, and you could ask them. And if they don't want to reveal that information, then, you know, that's fine. And if they do, then... The Pacific be pretty big, too. The Pacific is a large ocean. Is it the largest? It feels like the largest. Because all the land masses kind of go, like, around and form, like, one big open space. But I don't actually know. Yes, it is. Oh, I'm right next to the biggest ocean. Would you like to co-commentate the rest of this one with little old me? Sure. But we should move out of their channel then so we can talk. Beep boop. Oh, hello.
Hello. How are we doing, Mitch?
Welcome. We're doing good.
All right. I just was talking to my chat about it. We got a close game, it seems, 6-7.
Yep. 7-6. Very important you say it in that order. The other order, completely wrong. You never say it that way.
To me, it's 6-7, but
I mean, if you even look at it, like the red number is the first one. That's the 7, so it's like 7-6. I think that's, you know.
Anyway, we got CBD headed into Godric with a bow. It looks like. The spread crossbow. This one's pretty good.
Ooh,
actually.
and I think he's got rot bolts. Is that right? It looks like he's doing some rot there on his. Yeah, there it is.
The problem with this crossbow though is that it shoots 10 bolts at a time. So.
Oh my goodness!
I don't think he can get a rot proc here. It very likely will not be a rot proc. He's out of bolts. He realizes. Yeah, I learned this the other day, but it is. Good
is he gonna run completely out of bolts here then? Because he's only at half health, and he's already used half of his regular bolts and all of his rot bolts. He genuinely just might not have enough.
It looks like he has like 59 left, so he has like
59,
potentially 6 shots.
It's gonna be really, really, really close. I wonder if he's got a backup crossbow or other bow.
Enough.
2 more is not gonna do it. He's gonna be 1 or 2 off. I'm almost positive.
Wow, and NPT is like making progress towards Godric as well.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a race. Is he going to go? He also has the spread crossbow, so we'll see if he knows that he needs to get a ridiculous number of bolts. He spends the last 9, and it's not enough, and he just doesn't have enough. He just has to quit out.
Oh,
that's devastating for him. Honestly,
does Tom know?
Does Tom know? If you're him, would you have just finished him off with just like hitting him just to not lose all this time on getting Godric's Great Rune and capital access?
I mean, CBD has 2 squares in that column, so it wouldn't be the end of the world, but I do think that he might end up just losing both squares, no? Like, I feel like also the diagonal is
Tom, not even close to enough, it looks like. He has even less than CBD started with.
I don't think Tom knows either.
He does not know
bow knowledge.
yeah. I'm glad that I've got a bow knower in here. Otherwise, I would have been very confused. Yeah, not even remotely close enough unless Tom... Yeah, he has to quit out too. They both have just had to quit out. They both are not knowers. You bet they're not going to forget this in the future, though. They are absolutely going to be like, okay, if I ever get spread crossbow, you need to buy like 300 bolts in order to have a chance.
Yeah. I've used it before. I had to stop at the Caleb merchant that sells fire bolts because that one you could buy 100 fire and then 100 regular, and that should be plenty. But that is that's rough. It looks like NPT is checking the alternate bow check here in Shifra, by the way.
Yeah, longbow is what he picked up. That's I mean, it spends less. I mean, I think CBD with the amount of bolts that he got, does he? Oh, you can only hold 99 at a time. Wait, so you literally have to go get multiple types of bolts in order to have any chance of doing it with the spread crossbow only.
Yeah, it looks like NPT is going towards Kale to pick up some regular arrows because he has the longbow.
Yeah.
So we'll just pick up some regular arrows probably and then try it again.
It'll be a bit slow, but
Borealis.
Is there frost arrows over here? Or frost bolts, I should say, I guess?
I think he just wants the diagonal pressure with Borealis, but
could be. Yeah, that is the one big line that is kind of left open right here. But the thing is, if he loses bow only, then Borealis is no longer like as pressuring, so he really would want to do both. If at all possible.
The Shifra check as well, but he's thinking about it. He might just go for it, yeah.
Oh,
let's see the damage here.
Ooh, the mighty shot is solid, especially the first one that was a head hit. That was really, really solid damage. Honestly, almost as much as the spread crossbow. I mean, kind of not really, like maybe like half as much as the spread crossbow, but spending 1/10 of the resources for half as much damage, that's a very worthwhile trade. Tom will definitely get this first, as long as he does not have any incidents here.
Do you think the Shifra bow check is more consistent than the crossbow check would be? Because I mean, it's gonna be a bow with barrage or mighty shot, or I think the bone bow has like some weird spirit shot. That's kind of the same thing but more powerful. I almost feel like the Shifra bow is better.
Yeah, I genuinely have no idea. Where is it that they get the crossbow currently from? I actually don't know that.
You spend 1 Stone Sword key to get one in Round Table, but you get 20 rot bolts. So that's kind of the trade-off. And if you get fully crossbow, it's like big damage.
Makes sense.
The one that shoots 3 in a row, yeah.
It's probably not that much of a commitment then to check the crossbow, and then really your only whiff is the spread crossbow, and everything else you'd probably be fine with.
Yeah, there's like the light crossbow. There's like the intelligence one. That one might be a bit of a miss. The intelligence one is good, but it requires some stats. But yeah, CBD back in the fight. Yeah, I think he got more bolts, by the way.
He's starting with some regular bolts here, it looks like, which is not going to be enough, but we'll see what alternate bolts he has. I mean, he is doing definitely better damage, but Tom is just so much closer. Tom easily wins this. Yeah. Oh, especially with that headshot there. Honestly, I'd love to say it, but they could be manually aiming with mouse and keyboard and be hitting more headshots. I'm just saying, you know, they could be.
The Iron Eye strats, dude.
The Iron Eye, exactly. We've learned from Night Rain. That's completely viable. There it is for Tom. He just has to wait through all the yapping. As soon as he gets this, is CBD going to quit out so that he can keep Incant only on the board? Or is he going to just do it so that he can race on Restore Godric's Great Rune is the question.
That's a big snipe from NPT in this board state, especially.
Mm-hmm.
With like the diagonal pressure being negated, and then now you have Great Rune for the column 3 as well. So we're probably going to see him go right for that, yeah, because I mean that mark kind of telegraphs if you've done Godric, so he knows these ahead now on the Great Rune as well.
Yeah, he knows he's ahead.
He's put out to save for incants.
Exactly, which I think is generally smart, but in this board situation, that's a little scary if you're kind of like locking yourself into, now I have to do incants only. Well, if Tom just goes straight for Radon, he could get capital access first, and there's 2 down there. There's Goldfree and there's Morgoth's Great Rune. So Tom could end up with better access to both of those, at least potentially, from getting this play, because CBD now has to do the much slower incant only.
And it looks like there's nothing good in Corrin's shop. Everything is either too high requirement or costs too much mine to cast, or is just not ideal. He goes with the Radagon's Ring of Light actually seems to be the Discus of Light. That seems to be the pickup for CBD.
I think that one, I mean, I think at least in Night Rain it's very cheap.
It's good in Night Rain.
Is it good here? I don't know.
I wouldn't count on it. I don't think Holy Damage is ever a good thing in base Elden Ring. But
that's a good point. I don't think Godric is like that holy resistant, but I do think he is holy resistant. I don't think it's like going to be great against him.
Yeah. Looks like he's going the route of Borealis instead, while Tom is going for the GGR. I wonder what Tom's going to go for next, because now he has both threats shut down. So now it's kind of a race for majority at this point.
Yeah, both of them, have they both fully blocked? All columns, all rows, all diagonals. Column 3 and column 4 are both still open for CBD. But only those two columns. CBD has something in every column and has something in every row and has the center square. So the only lines left are for CBD, and they are both columns in the middle.
Yeah, and Tom's going to be getting the Grace up top, then potentially warping out. I have not seen... Okay.
Ooh, like death from CBD to Borealis. That is tough. Borealis does hit really, really, really hard. I mean, at the end of the day, for the most part, he's just a dragon, and dragons aren't, like, that bad. Aside from the scream that Borealis has, and the fact that Borealis will one-shot you, because mountaintop scaling is very scary.
Yeah, it looks like he's using the Monk's Flame Mace, which is like the one with the goofy charger too. I don't think...
Is that even strike damage? Isn't that standard? Because it's shaped like... I actually don't know.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see on how much damage it deals to Borealis, I guess.
Yeah, Borealis, the one dragon that strike damage is best against. Most dragons, it's pierce damage, but because Borealis is like frosty, he's got the like crystals, he's acting more like crystallians. I think he's doing good damage. I think it is strike damage.
That's got to be strike.
That's gotta be. That's gotta be.
Do you know what upgrade level they both are?
I do not know their exact upgrade levels. Both of them went through a good number of upgrades early and then never went back to them later. It's the frost that gets left behind when he stomps or whatever.
Oh my god! NPT, by the way, Mark, duo trio bosses went towards that duo trio next to first step, and now he's going for Borealis.
Tom now ahead by 2 and trying to snipe the next one from CBD. And the, CBD sort of has a priority on Incant only just because Godric's still up. But, like, Incant only sucks. So the one thing that CBD kind of has in his back pocket is not a good thing to go for. So this is swinging very, very rapidly into Tom's favor.
Yeah, I mean, with that bow only snipe, I think both players not knowing about the bow thing is very, very unfortunate. But it worked out, honestly, in Tom's favor because CBD pivoted out. And so that allowed Tom to get enough bolts to get the job done. But if CBD can get Borealis this try, it should be faster than NPT's. Be just there first. I don't know what NPT is going to use for the fight, though. Because it looks like he's using the warped axe.
Yeah, as long as it's not pierce, like it's fine. It'll do okay damage. Strike
and slash are bad.
Yeah. Strike is obviously best, but standard is just fine. There's almost no boss in the game that standard isn't at least okay at. Like you're never getting the best damage type. Almost never. I'm not sure if there's any boss that's most weak to standard, but you're also never getting like a horrible damage type that you're just gonna do 0 damage with.
So CBD has to live through this Frost Nova, by the way, because NPT is here, and so if CBD dies, this is gonna be the square most likely for NPT.
Unless Tom dies as well. You never know. Like it is definitely, it's a tough boss that either of them could die on. We could see multiple more deaths. Hopefully not, but it can happen.
Yeah. So scary. So scary because this boss has that, like even just like the default roar has like the frost AoE on it.
Ooh, CBD gets a little slammed by, and he keeps walking. He keeps like walking towards the frost, and I'm so scared for him. He's healing while walking towards the frost that's left behind by the foot, and it's like if he just gets a little closer, it could just spell disaster.
Oh god, I hate that little fly up breath attack because it can bounce and like move outwards. But this is a good attack though.
Big stagger from CBD. This should just end it. He can, I think, even just take the riposte and be good enough, or he doesn't even need to. He can just hit. There it is. 9-8 in Nuclear Pasta Tom's favor, but pretty close now.
Big snipe from CBD as well because that he kind of needed that for the column 4 because that's his only threat at this point. So he has to keep either pressuring that, and looks like he's going for Sacred Flasks and or incantations because there's some Sacred Flask tiers here. There's some incants here. So yeah, we'll see what the play is from CBD.
He also set it to Knight. I actually think he might be doing Knight's Cavs right now because he just set it to Knight. Knight's Cavs is not that slow. It's 4 of them, and 4 sounds like a lot. Like, we'd have to kill 4 bosses for 1 square, but Knight's Cavs are, like, on average, the single fastest bosses because they're all out in the open. You don't have to go through a cave to get to them, and they're just generally fast bosses. You knock them off the horse once, and they're probably dead.
Yeah, I would say especially at high upgrade, especially like the Limgrave ones are going to be pretty easy to take down. NPT is going to be grabbing this Sacred Flask here, by the way, right past Borealis. You don't really see this one a whole lot, especially in Bingo, just because we have like more Graces. But this one is a good synergy with Borealis.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
A couple hours ago in a match, she did Borealis, then grabbed that one. So, yeah. Well, he's also going towards Weeping. I don't know if he's going to progress, like you said, Cavs or Flasks. Looks like Flasks. CBD got his first Knight's Cav.
Does look like it. Looks like they'll probably trade here 1-for-1 on this.
Yeah. And that'll be CBD's last threat eliminated as well. If he does go for and commit to the Sacred Flask play.
Yeah, CBD currently has a +0 flask. I'm not sure if he's gathered Sacred Tears, but just hasn't used them. But Tom currently is at the +2.
Yeah, and there's 3 here in Weeping as well. So that'll bring him easily up to 5. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell you what play is better, but I will say that the Sacred Flask +7 is a lasting effect that'll last you the rest of the game because you'll have just a better flask. So it's a bad thing to have that +7 flask.
But does that flask even matter if neither of them has had any chance to level Vigor? They are both on basically base Vigor. Like, yeah, okay, my flask can heal for 1,000 health, but my max health is 300. Like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I mean that is a good point. Yeah, for sure. CBD also going towards his 3rd Cav, and NPT's to be grabbing, I think, the Altus churches at this point. Also to getting a bit of progress on Goldfree, perhaps, as well, because you need to head towards Lanciax to get one of the tiers in Altus. So we will see what he chooses. Oh, also could progress Corrin to Altus Plateau for the incants, right? So
ooh, yes.
That's also something you could do.
Yeah, they both did head a little into Altus early on in the match as they were going for the Somberstone Bellbearing 2. So they already have a bit of progress that way. And I'm not sure if he's going to, use that as well for the one by Lanciax.
Gets the Sanguine Noblesse to quit out there. As CBD's heading towards his last cavalry.
Yeah, this honestly did not take very long at all. Even though it's 4 Knights Cavs, it genuinely has just been very, very quick. Faster than Tom has been able to collect the Sacred Flask. So I like this play from CBD. I think choosing the faster, more efficient play when it's looking like it's guaranteed to be a majority game is just the correct call every time.
Yeah, it'd be nice if there was something like that the Cavs progress. Like, if you had to get a Grace, for example, to get one, it'd be a bit nicer. But, ooh, CBD with the Scattershot throw.
Very nice.
Knocking him off the horse. That's the mark. Yeah, I mean, these squares kind of feel... They go in a direction, they go towards capital, but they kind of don't ever connect in a way. So they have to kind of commit towards one or the other at some point. So it'll be interesting to see what their routing is going to be.
Yeah, I wonder if CBD has killed Radon, whereas Tom has not. So CBD could go for restoring Radon's Great Rune at any time if he just kind of wants a square to get. And since they are tied 9-9 at the moment, I mean, it wouldn't be a horrible thing to cash in on. You know that Tom has already done Godric. You know that Tom is going to do Radon at some point in order to get capital access. So making sure that Tom does not also get the Restore the Rune could be an interesting play. It would be very interesting if both of them effectively lock themselves out of Remembrance with Incant only. Like if CBD just kills Godric in order to get faster access to the capital, neither of them would have a good choice left for Incant only. You could do it on Moose, as far as I'm aware. I think it's actually very weak to Holy, so like maybe Moose would even be okay. Yeah. You could do it on Radon, but I feel like that would be awful. Yeah, it really feels like you either do it on Godric or maybe Moose. And, like, Outside of that, it's going to be real tough. Oh, Tom gets absolutely shredded by the mages. Just trying to grab one ritual pot. Yeah. Holy.
I mean, I do like this from Tom, though, because he got that Academy key to not only get a Sacred Tier from Bellum Highway, but also to get in the Academy for ritual pots. I don't know about Incant only Renala. That seems kind of bad. But this is a good play to get that ritual pot, because there is this one here in the Academy. There's 3 scattered around between Jarburg and Laskyar Ruins, and then for the last one, you can go to Oriza Side Tomb, or you can buy one from Pidia, I think. And
is there 2 in Jarburg, or is there 3 in Jarburg?
There's 1 at Laskyar, then 2 in Jarburg.
Okay.
So it's kind of like 3 in that general area.
Yeah.
I don't know which one Tom has marked besides the Academy one, but he does have 1. Or no, that's CBD that has 1.
That's CBD. Sorry. CBD has marked that exact one that he got on the way through in the whetstones. So I guess I kind of missed that. Initially when I was looking at, he did a whetstone here in Raya Lucaria, and I was like, why did he do that? It was for the ritual pot earlier. CBD has now marked a second one. I think he just did the one in Laskyar.
Yeah.
The Caelid Merchant. So we can actually just do Laskyar and then Jarburg, and he actually should get to this first before Tom does. That'll actually be a really nice snipe for him.
Wow, that's a crazy setup.
Yeah.
Look at that. Because he has the Grace at the Caelid Merchant, so that'll be very, very close to Radon's Great Rune. And he has Radon killed as well, so he'll probably hold on to that, realistically. But yeah, there's MPT marking that Sacred Flask square. I think CBD is doing a great job of like splitting his progress between all these squares that are left.
Yeah,
I'll need to do Godric at some point to get capital access, but I wonder if he's gonna combine that with 14 different incants. Maybe he'll find one from Corrin.
What if he does Renala for capital access, so that way he doesn't have to give up incant only?
He has the Red Wolf Grace, right? He did Red Wolf.
Yes, he did Red Wolf because he got the whetstone. But that actually looks like what Tom is doing. He's actually doing Renala for capital access. So Tom is going to have capital access first. He will have priority on both Goldfree and Morgoth's Rune, and then he just needs any one more. But the question is, what one more does he get? Can CBD scoop up all the rest while Tom goes capital? Or if Tom doesn't go capital, could CBD actually snipe those 2 away?
Wow.
Ooh, it is really right down to it.
I don't know what CBD is going to do next. That actually is going to like tell a lot about how this game's going to end, is what CBD does next.
Yeah, it really, like, depending on exactly how they go, they could snipe each other, they could race on something, they could go for entirely different sections, and like Tom is ahead by 1 square right now, but CBD is right about to even it up, and then I don't know who's ahead. Like, it is really, really close.
Yeah, it looks like CBD needs 1 more.
I guess he didn't actually grab the one in Raya Lucaria.
Well, yeah, that or Laskyar, I guess. He missed one of those ones. So
yeah,
or maybe
I would have thought he would have
saving the last pickup.
Oh, he could be. That seems very, very scary when Tom has basically just been going around the map collecting the flask fragments. It feels very likely that he would have had the ritual pots. Okay, it looks like his last one is going to be the one here in Raya Lucaria. Yes?
CBD converted all of his flasks to blue.
Incant only? There's no way he does incant only Renala.
There's no way. Okay, there's ritual pots, and there's going to be Renala dead for Tom. That's going to hide that capital access too, which is really nice for him. Is he doesn't have to mark a square. So I'd expect Tom to either progress capital or maybe go for some incants to progress that last couple squares that you'd be going for. It's 10-10, but it does seem as it's a little bit in Tom's favor if we just count the squares. I don't know. He's going for Turtle Pope, I think, right now.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's in Tom's favor. Tom is ahead only on capital, but that's 2 squares. And then CBD is ahead on Radon and incant only. Yeah. That's 2 squares. So
it's that 14 incant square.
It might just come down to who gets 14 incants wins the game. Assuming that otherwise both of them just kind of take what they already have. But CBD wants to cash in on the Remembrance
of Light. Here we go.
Incant only. He does not want to give up. It's all right. It's look at how little mana it costs. It costs nothing. So he's actually going to be totally fine. It's slow, but he's never going to run out of mana. He doesn't even need this many mana flasks whatsoever. He needs like 2 mana flasks and he'd be fine.
Yeah.
So he actually might have wanted some healing. This is actually maybe not enough healing because this is a slow cast that is going to get him hit sometimes. So, yeah. If he had known how efficient this was, I don't think he would have gone 6 mana flasks. I think he would have gone 4 at most.
NPC's going for the Landell Soldier that drops a book for 3 incants. So he's going to have a big lead on 14 incants.
Yeah, if he just goes incant and then immediately capital, that could be tough for CBD to catch up on because I think, CBD is getting his capital access here through Godric, and it's not that slow. But I think he's behind on running there. So Tom maybe can just bulldoze through Goldfree and Morgott after he gets incants and then just win this.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be moving Corrin to Altus now. And then he's probably going to buy the rest of them. CBD getting phase 2, by the way, on Godric.
Mm-hmm.
Does that return Discus do damage?
It does, yeah.
He throws it out, then it comes back.
Yep, it does hit on the way back as well. So it's kind of double the damage that it looks like it's doing because you only, notice it hitting once, but it hits twice per cast.
How come Gideon can do this and it does like half our HP, but we do it and it does like 100 damage?
Technically that's a slightly different cast, but it's still pretty silly.
Yeah, so MPT going towards Corrin now, by the way. Going to hand in that book as well. And I assume that'll be 14.
13 in this shop, so he will need 1 more, but he might already have it. And he does, apparently.
Yep, there it is, 14. Must have been a boss he killed or something that he went towards. Must have had some sort of incant.
Yeah, something definitely did. I didn't notice what it was, but I'm sure he set it up.
Ooh, CBD with the headshots there. That was actually
and he's stuck, so he can't even come and try to deal with him. There it is. Wow. Incant only.
Big.
Yeah, big. I mean,
now it's a race to capital.
It's a race to capital. If Tom wins the way to capital, he should just straight up win. Whereas if CBD wins the way to capital, he just straight up wins. It genuinely, Radahn's Great Rune just doesn't matter. Who cares? All that matters is who gets capital wins because they'll have 13.
Hyperion is saying that NPT's last incant was from the Ailing Village Church. That Frenzy's Church has Flame of Frenzy. Inside the church next to the Sacred Tier. So that was one of the incants.
Yeah, he must have picked up 2 because he only bought 12. He didn't buy all 13. He skipped Bloodflame Blade, I think it was. So he must have picked up 2 already, but totally makes sense that would be one of them.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, looks like NBT's ahead on capital. As far as I can tell, I mean, CBA took that Great Bridge teleporter, but I think that this way is faster. He's going to be doing that 90% glitchless skip as well.
Yep.
Using this like using that little wall jump. And CBD will be arriving shortly after. I wonder whose build is going to be better for DTS though, because that seems to be like the limiting factor here is the damage.
Yeah, what is DTS weak to, I guess is the question.
Probably Strike. I can look it up real quick. Dr.
He
Google,
feels
what is DTS
armored, and armor is... I feel like some armored things are weak to Pierce and some are weak to Strike, and I just never know.
He is weak to...
Ooh, see what he getting knocked off by the catapult here. And with no healing flasks.
Standard Strike and Pierce are all 10, by the way.
Oh, so he's not particularly weak to anything.
And then Slash is 35, so don't use Slash on him.
Don't use Slash, yeah, that makes sense.
But
armored enemies don't use Slash.
So we'll see.
Claws of Night is still solid, even with the Slash resist, just for the bleed, but I don't know that would be better. Yeah. Tom definitely got here first to the Draconic Tree Sentinel.
Oh, he's really ahead. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not even sure if the way that CBD went was better than just like going from Highway Junction.
Yeah, it's hard to say for sure. I mean, that Great Bridge gets you closer to Apostle and stuff like that, but it's not exactly better for a straight line towards
Ooh,
DTS.
Tom gets slammed down. CBD does remember to actually swap his flask, which is very, very good. If he had not swap that could have been disastrous because DTS does not have a Grace nearby. So if you had to pour it out just to swap your Flask, that could have really sealed the game. So luckily he remembers that. Tom having a pretty good fight here, though, after that one time that he got overhead slammed. If it happens in the second phase, though, he might just get one shot. So he's got to be very, very careful. Nice dodges. Should get a stagger very soon. Nice dodge through even the like big slam. I always run away from that one. Very, very clean
fight. Looks like he's
gonna have
this dead before CBD even gets there. Now the question is, does Tom bank on the fact that he can get both these squares, or is he going to split progress on Radahn's Great Rune?
I don't think there's any reason to split progress, because if you get Godfrey first, you get Morgott first, you win. If you lose Godfrey first, you lose Morgott, you lose. I don't think it matters. Splitting progress to Radahn's Great Rune, I don't think does anything here.
That's fair enough. Yeah. Looks like CBD here is using Milady with that impaling thrust, by the way. NPT giving you a little bit of leveling before entering the capital. I mean, yeah, I mean, you're kind of right. If you get Godfrey first, it is just a race to Morgott's Great Rune. Yeah. I will say, though, Morgott's Great Rune is blocked by Infel Twins. So if you don't want to fight that boss, then there's an argument to split progress. But I would agree that it's just a better play to go for the home run play if you're at 11 squares.
Yeah, if you just know you're ahead on something, I think it's always just best to say, I'm going to go for the thing I'm ahead on, because I know I'm ahead. All I have to do is not mess up and I win.
Yeah. And Tom has about like a minute lead or so on CBD here, depending on how fast CBD ends this fight.
Honestly,
those R1s are doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, the R1s are good. The impaling thrust is really, really good. So CBD's damage is quite nice. Oh, just 2 more hits? Wait, 1 more hit. Just kidding.
Wow.
Yeah, honestly, he is not far behind.
Made up a lot of time there.
Yeah, he made up so much time.
Tom going for the backstep method of Capital Rampart skip, by the way.
Hashtag ban Capital Rampart skip.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's so hard to say, like, oh, Tom's just going to win, because anything can happen. He could take a stray lightning hone bolt from the Leyendell Knight, and boom, he's back at Capital Rampart. So it could go anyone's way at this point. It is not over yet. And also, like I said, Morgott's Great Rune is locked by Fell Twins. So guess what? You died at Fell Twins, you're going back to East Capital Rampart. So it's there's no one correct path, you know. It's truly anyone's game still.
Yeah, it really
goes for the jump punch, or if, like, what's his Capital Rampart skip method, or
we'll see.
That's gonna determine a lot, I think, if he lands it first try.
Yeah, Tom has so much experience in this because he does a lot of any % glitchless runs where you do exactly this. CBD doing the very slower Capital Rampart skip where you go all the way around and you jump down and you land on this little corner. I honestly found this one to be way less safe, and it's a bit slower than some of the like backstep methods and stuff. IMO.
That's so scary.
It looks really scary. Now, hitless runners swear by it, and they're like, oh, no, it's perfectly consistent. It's totally fine. And I tried it for, like, an hour, and I was like, I cannot get this. I'm not doing this. But he's consistent with it. Although I still... Actually, maybe it is about as fast as the backstep method. It's somewhere around that speed.
It puts you in a worse spot, though, because you're farther away from the dragon, you're closer to the Air Tree Avatar, where if you're gonna go through the dragon anyway, then it's faster to go from the actual rampart itself. But if you're doing the DRML skip, then maybe it'd be a little bit faster to go from this way, but yeah. Well, we'll see, because NPT is like on the branch to Godfrey, by the way, and listen, I'm not trying to cast a curse, but as someone that does speed runs of this game, Godfrey is one of those bosses that you know how to fight it. You gotta know how to fight Godfrey if you're gonna speedrun this game. So
yeah, it's honestly it's an unlosable boss fight. Nobody would ever die to Godfrey, is what we're saying. Easiest boss fight in the whole game. All you do is you strafe around him, and then he just can't hit you. Like, he just can't even do anything. Like, you don't even have to try. You just kind of walk around him.
Doing anything.
Yeah, he's not even doing anything.
Wow, baby game for babies, you know.
Ooh, nice stagger for Tom. Gets a few more hits before the riposte. Yeah, Tom is absolutely going to mark this square first. And then CBD is kind of going to know he's just a little bit too far behind and can't really catch up on Morgoth's Great Rune unless something really bad happens to Tom.
There's the mark. CBD has not seen it yet. There it is. He sees it. And yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see if anything happens between now and Morgoth's Great Rune. I mean, Tom also experienced on Morgoth, so we likely will see a decently clean fight, hopefully. And CBD still has to go through Godfrey, so even with one death, he still could be potentially ahead.
Yeah. Depending on how late the death is. If Tom has a late death to Morgoth, CBD catches up and passes and then some. But an early death to Morgoth and Tom would still probably be ahead.
Yeah. Anything could happen at this point. It looks like CBD's damage is a bit lower per hit, and also the attacks are a bit slower than that axe was. But we'll see if he can make the comeback here.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's going for Charged R2s instead of the Impaling Thrust when he has the opportunity. I feel like the Impaling Thrust would just be higher damage. He does get a very early first stagger here. It is nice. He is... I do think he's doing good damage. Milady's not my favorite weapon, but I do think it's doing fine damage here. And Tom,
he's actually having a pretty quick fight here.
Yeah. Tom getting a little hit by Morgoth. He's got to be a little careful. Do not want to die here. Oh, gets a stagger out of the big rain of golden swords, though.
Wow.
A very, very nice damage into the transition. Yeah. Oh, doesn't even transition just yet. Hits him one more time. Finally, the transition. Wow. Really, really good fight so far from Tom. Honestly, great fight from CBD as well. But, I mean, to catch up, he needs an otherworldly fight because Tom is already ahead by the whole boss fight, basically.
Listen, we're banking on Fell Twins here. If you're a betting man and if you're betting for CBD, you need a Fell Twins incident for NPT. And there's the fight. Morgoth is down, and it looks like CBD is just now approaching the fight. Not even, he's at the bedchamber, Grace. But again, anything could happen, okay?
Anything.
NPT could mess up the capital skip 20 times. Anything could happen.
We shall see. Yes, Tom does have to... You have to sit here. You have to talk to Melina in order to get the access to go away, because otherwise she traps you here. And CBD just into the fight. Currently punching Morgoth. That would not be very effective. Okay, there's the claws.
See, here's a boss where slash damage is good.
Yes. Very, very good. As well as very, very bleedable.
Yep. There's that bleed proc, and that's going to probably send him into phase 2, the next big hit that he does.
Yep. There it is.
Yep. And he's going to be just spamming R1 for some more bleed buildup. Going to be running away and hopefully...
Ooh, another bleed immediately out of that, but he does have to run away from this. He was so close to being able to stay in and kill him, but just decides to take it a little safer. I do think that was the right call. I think he probably died if he stayed in, but... Nice kill immediately after. He is still making up time. I still think his fights are all slightly faster, just not faster enough.
It really just all comes down to Fell Twins.
It comes down to Fell Twins.
You gotta pray for a Fell Twins incident if you're a CBD fan right now.
It could happen. So, it's always possible.
I expect Tom to go down the elevator and grab the Grace at the bottom of the elevator. I would assume that would be his safety for Fell Twins because, again, like I said, you go all the way back if you die. So at least if Tom grabs the Forbidden Lands Grace, you have something. And that way you're not just completely screwed out of the square. Because if Tom loses Morgoth's rune, he just loses Radahn's rune. So he has to get this square. He needs to get this.
Yeah. He definitely does, given that he is going directly for it. You know, I guess you could pivot off into Radahn's Great Rune to try to be tricky, but it does feel like a lot safer bet to just say, hey, I'm ahead on this. Let me go get this. Because, like, imagine that both of them pivoted out right now. They wouldn't. But imagine both of them pivoted, you know, CBD snipes on Radahn's Great Rune, and then all of a sudden it's, like, back to a tie on Morgoth's Great Rune.
Yeah. Yeah, it's... definitely going to be interesting to see. I mean, Tom has this Devonia's hammer, by the way, and it looks like that's wieldable because of the Godric's Great Rune with the +5 to all stats. So that's really nice being able to wield this colossal weapon. I mean, with Fell Twins, they have a lot of hyper armor, so I think his mindset here is that he can try to like stagger lock them by maybe R1ing them or crouch R1ing them, or he's going to try to just keep them kind of contained, because when Fell Twins gets loose, it gets very, very scary. They do a lot of damage, like more than you'd expect, honestly. And we'll see if Tom goes for the Grace as well, because this is very, very important that he gets the square. So whatever gets him the square, you know, if he has to take a Grace down here. Looks like he's not going to, though. He's going straight in.
I would not trust. It's a lot of time to get that Grace, and you don't know how far ahead of CBD you are. In fact, if anything, you think that you're not that far ahead of CBD, which is correct, because CBD has not marked Restore Radon's Great Rune, so this is literally the only thing he could be going to do. So
yeah.
You have to know you're not that far ahead. You saw CBD mark Remembrance Boss incants only when he did, so you know he is hot on your heels, and you know that trying to get the Grace could lose it.
Damage.
Big damage and big stagger. As long as he gets this Fell Twin down, he should be totally safe as well. One Fell Twin is not going to kill you from full, so, I mean, it looks like here it goes for Tom. Just got to get the stagger here.
And CBD is so close behind him, too, actually.
He really is. He really is. Yeah, if Tom had gone down and gotten the Grace, I think there's a good chance CBD just would have, just would have won it. But there it is. That riposte will do it. Yeah. And we just have to wait for him to climb the tower and mark it, and then it will be officially a GG.
Wow. What a game. I only joined halfway through, but what a game.
What a game, yeah. Really came down to the last square.
Yeah.
And both of them played so well with their threats that they made, like, and with blocking each other's threats. Tom kind of preemptively going for that Sacred Flask +7 was really clutch, because it just took away, you know, any of that threat of that line. So even though he got, you know, sniped on Borealis a bit, even though he was heading a bit for ritual pots but didn't end up getting that one, he had a good backup plan of, okay, here is how I'm going to make sure that I don't lose this line, and then I can just race on the capital, and it totally worked for him.
Yeah, and I mean, we're seeing here from CBD, he would have had a pretty dang good fight if he had not, you know, been so behind, because he's doing a ton of damage with the bleeds, and he could have definitely made this comeback happen if he had a bit more time to work with. But yeah, this is going to be GG. Unless Tom grabs the elevator Grace and goes to run. But I don't think we'll be seeing that. I think we'll just be seeing the good old Great Rune mark.
That would be a very funny way to BM your opponent, basically.
Yeah.
There it is. Restore Morgoth's Great Rune. GG. 13-11.
Very good game. Very close match.
The bow fight was probably the big turning point. CBD just not having enough bolts, even though he was in there first.
Yeah.
And not pivoting to the bow, but instead trying to make the crossbow work was just not quite good enough.
Yeah. And it looks like they're having a little post-game discussion. I assume they're just talking about how, you know, close it was and what they had priority on and whatnot. So, yeah.
But I mean, we can head in there and we can
let's hear from the players.
Hear it from the players.
Bolts.
I ran out of bolts. I've never used it before this game.
Oh, you've never used it before this game? Yeah, me neither. So
no. Huh? Wait, then
I pivoted. I must have been in the fight before you then.
CBD was in the fight first the first time, but then CBD ran out of bolts first. Tom got into the fight second, but had fewer bolts, so ran out even faster and realized, oh, I can't do this, and pivoted. Tom went for a bow, CBD went for more bolts, and the bow ended up winning over more bolts.
Yeah.
I
just realized I couldn't use...
Yeah.
Because because I went to Kale, didn't get his grace, got the bolts, realized can't do it. I had to go back to Kale, get more bolts, didn't get his grace again, got a bow, went back to Kale, got his arrows. Like, yeah, I threw the game. Ah, damn.
That was
I
a
didn't
pretty
get
exciting
his-
sequence, at least.
It
I
was.
didn't get his grace either.
Now we all know you need 1,000 bolts to do Godric bow only with that damn bow. Okay,
That
now
damn
we all
bow.
know.
I don't know
That
where I got
bow,
them,
dude, what
but I
the hell?
remember getting like lightning bolts somewhere, and that shit fucked. Like that destroyed Godric in like seconds. I don't is that like Altus Bridge Merchant or something?
Lightning?
Yeah, like lightning bolts.
We could check. Somebody could warp there and see.
I have the grace. I will get on it.
Once I started with ice arrows, and it was GG for Godric.
I think I saw that game.
Lightning
It was
bolts.
like actually really good.
Lightning bolts. So if you ever
Yeah.
get that damned crossbow again, 99 regular, 99 lightning, and then you'll have
I didn't
enough.
even need the regular. Like the lightning just
Okay.
shredded him.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
But I mean,
that
it's probably
makes-
still good to buy a few. Just in
that
case.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that thing just like doesn't do any status buildup. So, but the damage is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So,
also,
this
you
this
don't
version is
get
the guy to go to.
you won't get a rot proc because you only get 2 shots with that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
I
you're
wasn't
never
aware
gonna
this
rot proc
guy
with that.
sold arrows. I didn't have to go to Kale at all.
You probably never have to go to Kale, like in general for bow only.
Most
anymore.
merchants
It's
don't
now
Apparently,
arrows,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That's good to know.
Now everyone knows. Wow. Besides Chris, don't tell Chris.
True.
Well, CBD, I actually threw before you threw because I
He is in
had
fact
magma
deafened.
worm.
Were you guys playing
the
catch?
moment.
Okay.
Which throw did you throw?
wait.
Let me remind me.
I had magma
Oh,
worm like 25
Theo.
minutes
Yeah,
into the
Theo.
game,
Yeah, Theo. Yep.
and it would have been magma worm 30 int pressing column 1. I had one duo trio, so did he, but I had the grace for the bell bearings.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Yeah. So I maybe could have gotten bingo from it, but I think it was going to be more like, okay, I'm doing this. I'll go for level 55 and like press other stuff.
Yeah, that was definitely
That's
a
kinda the
big
idea.
play. A big swing was the death on Theo that made it so that CBD was ahead for most of the mid
How
game.
did he even? What was he even doing? Like he moved so weirdly. How did he even get in that position? Is what's so I don't know.
I don't know. I'd have to rewatch it. It was a little weird.
He must have like hit a wall or something and like rotated the opposite direction because of it. I don't know.
Could be.
But yeah, CBD. I would the magma worm play you did. I almost had it like.
When is another
25
match?
minutes into the
Probably
game.
right now. They're probably about to start up
So,
another one. Might
I
be
kinda
CBD and
threw
Tom.
because I died there.
Might be Swed.
and
Might
then
be
I
Blanks.
didn't. Like it
Might
was,
be
what,
Jack.
5% of his health remaining. Something like that. So I could have had that if I didn't die.
Okay.
Well, I just thought it was a
I'm-
really good game. You guys did great.
Also,
It was a
also
very
the
good game.
Celia tunnel. I got double pest thread on me, and the second one I like got onto the ladder, but I couldn't get off the ladder in time, and it one shot me. So you got me on Fallen Star Beast by like what 15 seconds ish, something like that.
Yeah, it was a game with a lot of snipes and a lot of races, which was really fun to watch.
That's good.
It was a great game, but I only got to see half of it.
Mm.
Did you go for Sacred Flasks?
No, not at all.
No. Oh. What were the snipes other than Goldfree and Morgot? And Bow,
Bow
I
only.
guess.
Uh,
Is there
that was
anything
it.
else? Okay.
Omen Killer, I guess.
Oh, you're going for Omen Killer?
hmm
Did you finish the kill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you had two duo trio?
He did actually the
No.
other Omen killer. He did the
Okay,
Liurnio
other
one.
Omen killer.
Oh, you did the other one. Okay. Gotcha.
TB, where'd you get that shirt? I want it.
I was going to comment on that earlier.
It was a Christmas present.
Oh,
It's like a really nice shirt.
I'm gonna bounce, guys. Thanks for joining in.
okay.
GG's Tom.
Good game, man.
GG's.
All right. So now who's playing? Now whose content am I stealing?
What do we think,
I was-
fellas?
I was thinking that was my last game.
That's fair.
Okay. Blank
Oh,
Swed.
Jack. I'll play if Blanks wants to.
I will play Swed. Yeah.
Heck
I
yeah.
haven't done DLC yet today. We can do DLC if you want.
Sure. Up to you. If that's what you want.
Was CBD using the Dark Moon Greatsword? Because I see it in the shop.
No, no.
Oh,
He was using
damn.
the Flame Monk's mace and then the Milady.
Flame Monk's mace. Was that a starting weapon?
That was a starting weapon, yeah. It had it had low enough requirements he could use it right away. Although he did not
Okay,
go for
yeah, I
Grafted
went-
Scion with it.
I went with the Warped Axe.
Oh, and Claws. Yeah, Claws of Night. He also put in work with that.
Claws?
Claws.
Did he go to the claw check?
I don't remember where he
find
found it.
that? Claws of Night.
Oh, well, where did he find it? No, I don't remember.
Was it Round Table? Am I just dumb? No. Oh my god. We're so stupid.
Oh, there was a crossbow just in Round Table. Oh,
Yeah, bro, I
Dude.
can't.
I can't.
Oh my god. I didn't even notice. I
Aw.
was looking for weapons. I know.
Tom.
Aw.
Oh.
What are you doing, you silly Billy?
Unbelievable,
I
dude. No
can't.
shot.
Nothing
I don't
gets
know where
past
you got
Tom
Yo,
besides a
CBD, thank you
crossbow.
for the raid. Welcome
Mhm.
on in, Raiders.
I've
Let's
missed so
go.
many weapons in Round Table. Zoodle was so mad at me whenever we would play. Also, oh no, it is 10 items. Okay, good. Yeah, I think he finally fixed that, Nord. Because before, if the sell price was too low for a weapon or too high, one of the two, it wouldn't show up in the shop. So
Oh, yeah.
we would have like 7 or 8 options, but we should always have 10. So it's good that that's fixed because now we have more options always. Round Table Cypher Potted Check, that's a fist weapon. It's not a claw. So that's why
Are
I'm like,
fists randomized with claws?
no,
No.
Okay, okay.
no, they're their own checks.
Except for Logar.
Except
for
for
some
some reason. Yeah, I was just going to say that. Logar and Red
Bingo
Bear.
has so many
reason.
caveats.
Logar's
in it.
giving me starfish.
Swiss
starfish support.
cheese.
Yeah, Logar and Red Bear both are fist checks for some reason.
Maybe because
And they
Beast
use
Claws count as
claws.
fists?
Oh,
Yeah.
Beast
But they
Claws, yeah.
don't. But they're not. They're not fist weapons. They're
They're
claws.
technically claws.
They are claws.
They're
It's like the same thing
claws.
as backhand blades being daggers. Like it makes no sense.
Okay, that one makes no sense. The Beast Claws is fist weapons. Like I can see it. You put them
I
on
think
your
Domo
fists.
said he's
But
gonna change it after preseason.
yeah,
The
yeah.
curved sword. I mean, the
The
only
curved sword,
impactful
yeah.
curve sword would just be Falks, but yeah.
Yeah, but at least then in base game, if you pick
Could've
up a
been Beach
dagger,
Merchant.
it's a dagger, and you can use that for dagger only if that becomes
Oh.
some sort
I guess
of
it could have
reason.
been Weeping Merchant too. I didn't go that way because he killed the night calves.
Swed, I have a warped axe, by the way.
Oh shit! let me
And-
check.
Hell yeah.
My
Dude,
gun
I'm
is
like
legendary.
I'm a Warped Axe believer now.
Yeah,
That
I think it's
thing's
great.
drawn.
I like it. Yeah, the R1 chain is very, very good.
Drawn. Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching your chunks. I was like, okay.
Just absolutely demolished Renala. Oh,
It's
okay.
same
Almond
moveset as the
Killer Cleaver.
Mesmerax. Nice, classic.
Dude, pickaxe and
Hey,
Almond
Mitch.
Killer Cleaver
Uh-huh.
on Beach Merchant. I could have power stance.
That's power
dude.
stance. Yeah,
I got
power
a
stance.
lobby for you in the chat,
Ooh,
I'm
okay,
in.
okay.
Alright.
Thank you,
and
thank
I
you.
am streaming. For what it's worth.
Awesome, awesome.
All right, guys. I'm hopping off.
Okay.
All
I
right.
enjoyed the match.
Good
That was
night,
good.
Tom.
Blanks, you don't play tomorrow, but good luck Saturday.
Thanks.
I'm sure we'll maybe cross paths tomorrow again. We'll
Hell
see.
yeah.
All right, guys. Bye, Mitch. Bye, Sweat.
Bye.
Ba-doom. All right. Good luck.
Good luck to you as well.
Oh, they're just into it. They were just setting up while we were talking. I'm behind. Hold on. Okay, wait. Is that... No, they're the wrong colors. Okay, so I need blanks over on this side to be... Oh, no. Now we're behind on setting up. You guys can still see the board without me at least, but... and why is Chrome crashed? Hello, Chrome? Chrome? Chrome! It's so dead. This is so sad. Okay, close that. Reopen Chrome. Twitch. Blanks. Pop out player. Throw it over here. Take the Discord pop out. Throw it over here. Turn Tom off. Turn blanks on. Move Sweat over here. All right. Fixed. Okay, now we've only got half of our prep time to talk about what they will actually do here. Bowls in front of Castellensis is easy, quick. 3 status is pretty easy, quick. 2 non-merchant sorceries. There's the one that you could get in Ensis. I'm not actually sure where you can get those. I'm not sure how rushable that is. VSweat not live? Correct. VSweat is only streaming on Discord for me. Two-handed Talisman is like not the fastest start, but gives you two-handed Talisman. So I would love to go for that. If it was me, that might be one I would go for. Boss using a perfume bottle isn't too bad. DLC Legendary Ash. Oh, you could do DLC Legendary Ash with two-handed Talisman. That would actually be a great synergy right there, that you could get 2 in one spot as well as getting the best Talisman in the game. That's probably what I am looking at that I might go for here. Tom, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, Raiders. Yo, congrats on the games. The Theo play. Yep, I know. So tragic. All right. But Bleed and Frost and same weapon is hard to pass up early game though. Oh, what do they have? Oh, Flamberge is what they started with for weapons. Well, at least what Swed has started with. I do love me some Flamberge. Great weapon. It is a great sword. It's got bleed. Yep, Blanks also started with it. Great starting weapon. Makes it way easier to get 3 status effects as well, because you only need to get 2 different greases. For example, it could be Rot and Freeze that you could use, and then you naturally have bleed, so you can get all 3. Oh, Swed taking an interesting line here into the I think he's going straight to the grave skip, whereas Blanks is going the more sort of normal way through the Scorched Ruins. Oh, is he gonna grab Blade of Mercy here? Is there a reason to grab Blade? No, what did he grab? What did he just grab? Is it something for Heal the Wounded Kindred of Rot? Is that what he grabbed? One of those materials? That's probably what he grabbed. Money? There's money in there? Shadow Realm Rune 2, how much is that? I did not know there was money in there. I mean, he's got to think, hey, this is a board that I really need money early for him to spend the time doing that, because otherwise that seems like it took a little while. He's definitely behind Sweat here now out of the gate. It's like 10K? That's not a lot. I'm not sure. There's definitely times where it might be useful. Maybe he has calculated it out and he will just barely need it for the greases or something so that he can do 3 status effects. I'm not sure. Okay, so yeah, there is a good bit of early killing that they can do, potentially. Queeline and Bellerad, honestly, isn't too bad to do either. Golden Hippo gets you access to Shadow Keep. That's a great early one to do. There's a lot of early options here. I really do think this is a very interesting board where they have a lot of plays, a lot of different places they can go. We might see races, but it's also equally likely that they'll just go in completely different ways and we'll just see whose strategy works out better. But I would really love to see one of them do Two-Handed Talisman and DLC Legendary Ash, because I just think they synergize so well with each other while you're already down there. That's definitely where I would head to first if I were either of them. We're buying string with the String Peddler's bell bearing, obviously. Oh, of course, you got to buy that string. You really need that string. But assuming that somebody didn't want to do that or thought they were behind and wanted to give it up, another one maybe would be Golden Hippo with 3 status effects. I think is another also very reasonable play to do at the start, especially given that you have Flamberge. Like, it makes it even easier to do a square like 3 status. So I would not be very surprised to see somebody go for that as well and just say, hey, sure, you got the Two-Handed Talisman, but I've got Shadow Keep access. Could be a very strong play as well. Yeah, background music playing would elevate the stream. No, I'm not going to have background music playing. I do not want background music playing. What we can have is we can have Swed's sound. We can have gameplay in the background. I do not want background music. Background music bad. Background music gets you DMCA'd and you have to go through a whole process to get it out, and then for background music, I really like, rock. I'm going to play Sleep Token. And then somebody goes, oh, bro, I hate hearing Sleep Token. Click off the stream. I'd much rather it be focused on what's happening than, like, you'd better have the same music taste as me. Otherwise, my stream's less enjoyable. But some gameplay noise is always good. I did forget that I could unmute. I can't unmute, Blanks specifically because he has background music playing. So for that reason, I would get copyrighted. It would be bad. So we will only have Swed's sound. Okay, but I love Sleep Token. I like Sleep Token too. When I hear it on other people's streams, I'm like, oh, I like that. But not everyone does. Streamers vs. music is one of the funniest battles on Twitch. Happens in every stream. It's just better not to. If you really want some background music, feel free to play your own music in the background of the stream. That's what I would say. You can pick to play music if you like. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, it looks like Swed is heading for the Two-Handed Talisman DLC Legendary Ash play. Very good. I like this. Whereas Blanks, just kind of doing a little more normal setup. He might be heading over towards Golden Hippo. He might be. You could do more set as well early. That wouldn't be bad as well. Although if you wanted to do more set, does Healing the Wounded? There's some interaction between Morset and Healing the Wounded Kindred, but I don't think it's really going to come into play here. I think you could do either in either order and it'd be fine. Yeah, one thing to note is Morset is a full DLC armor set, so there is synergy there as well. That would not be a bad early play. But it looks like Blanks is heading towards Hippo. It looks like he's doing the Hippo 3 status play that I mentioned. That could also be why he grabbed those early runes. I always thought it would be so cool to make an extension that just opens an audio stream where you were playing music everyone could listen to or not. But do you not have that? is that not just Spotify, but you're playing it, right? Like, most streamers don't interact with the music they're playing, with exception. For example, like Kaylee Strawberry will sing along to the music, and I think that makes it an interesting experience because now all of a sudden, you know, like, you're interacting. But a lot of streamers will just have music playing in the background that plays no part, in which case, why not just have the viewers open their own Spotify? So, like a shared experience, you know, I guess. Can you make, like, a Spotify, but everyone that's listening is listening to the same thing at the same time? Who knows? Just need a link to your Spotify list, pretty much. Yeah, no parasocial relationships. Nuh-uh. Nice skip up here from Sweat. If I was Sweat, I might have done the two-handed talisman first before the legendary Ash, because if you're gonna get sniped on one or the other, you'd rather have the two-handed talisman and get out of there rather than have the DLC legendary Ash and get out of there. So just for the sake of a little bit of anti-sniping, I probably would have gone two-handed talisman first. It also looks like... Okay, there is a little skip down here. I'm not sure how much... If it's faster, though. I'm not sure if this pathing is even faster for getting the two-handed talisman than if you did the two-handed talisman first and then did the legendary Ash. I don't know. Unsure. I want to refresh Blanks' stream as well, because I think it stuttered a little. Which we want to hear you sing. That we reserve that for charity streams where you donate to charity to force me to sing. That's the only acceptable. Sweat having a little trouble finding the spot to get up in for... Okay, he goes in through the little sidewall. This is not a bad way to get there, although... Yeah, there's the Skidoo fragment. He goes this way. Okay, yeah, that works. I think there was a way that he could have done that a little faster overall, but... Honestly, not too bad. Oh, gets slammed here. He's going to want to quit out as he opens this chest. Quit out, quit out, quit out, quit out, quit out, quit out, quit out. He did not quit out. He has to quit out at some point anyway in order to warp, so you might as well quit out before you even open the chest to get the guy to stop trying to kill you so that doesn't happen. There's a hole there. Yep, that's the intended way to get in to this place. No iframes. What? Yep, no iframes when opening chests. Oh, gets... Whoa, wait, is that all of his runes gone? Is that all of his runes gone? Did he spend his runes yet? I don't think he spent his starting runes. Is that all of his runes gone? Oh, no. Well, this might be a quick game, unfortunately. He definitely didn't spend them. That is not something you can afford. That is not something you can afford at all. Yeah, and Blanks is going for the 3 status hippo as we predicted. Uh-oh, yeah, all runes gone. I mean, there are, like, some spots with a bit of backup runes, but he's going to be way behind for a very long time. Okay, mark the square. He's trying to just get out. He really should just quit out here. It would be actually faster to warp away if he just quit out, and much, much safer. Oh, this is, yeah, really, really, really disastrous. Okay, Blanks did get the rot, switching to freezing now. We can just make sure he gets the freeze, and then he will have the square, because he definitely will get a bleed proc, doing bleed the whole time with this flamberge. Nice stagger from Blanks. Very, very, very nice. He lost 160k. Yeah, that's all of it. That's, I mean, not all of it. That might be spent a little at the start. I think they have 200k or something at the start. Oh, Blanks dies to the hippo. Wait, that actually is going to ruin his money for getting the 3 different status effects. He doesn't have enough runes to buy another rot grease and freeze grease, so now he kind of has to give up on that hope of starting with hippo 3 statuses. This is just the most horrible start for both of them in a game that we've seen yet. This is both of them. Their starting ideas are just not working out. I mean, Sweat's starting idea worked out in that he has 2 squares, but he's so behind in money. And then Blanks is still mostly fine on money, but has no squares to show for it. What of a mess of a game already. Yeah, I mean, sometimes these turn into the most cinematic games of all time. Sometimes you just, you know, adversity breeds cinema or something. I don't know. We'll see, but I mean, this is definitely not the way that you wanted this game to start if you're either player. I mean, you don't know that the other player has also had something bad happen, so both of them are just thinking, man, I'm so screwed. You finally 100%ed Liza P. Took 46 hours total game time. Oh, nice. That's not bad. Losing the 160k in an official match would be insane. Yeah, I mean, would be just really, really a disaster. I think that has happened before in one of the previous seasons, although I can't remember in what match or to whom, but I think that has happened before. Both players have got to be feeling like they're behind. Exactly. It's honestly, like, losing it isn't, like, it's bad, but the bigger thing usually is the mental. Ooh, Blanks has an interesting backup here. He bought only freeze grease, and he's going to use poison from the claws here. He just needs 1 poison proc. He's got it already. Now he can flamberge with the freezing grease, and then that'll get him his 2. I'm a little scared of him not healing immediately there when he had the first chance. Don't get grabbed. Okay, nice dodge. Nice dodge. Now Sweat heading into the backside of Shadowkeep. This is a great place to be because backside of Shadowkeep does have some money that you can use to get a little bit caught up. He's also going to want the runes from the Fort of Reprimand, but with backside plus Fort of Reprimand, you should at least still be able to get your weapon pretty well upgraded. You just won't be able to get a whole lot after that. Ooh, Blank's getting needles on as well as... Wow, barely does not get grabbed. I thought he actually would there. It was very close. Gets the freeze proc. So Blanks definitely does have the 3 statuses. He just needs to kill out Hippo. And then Blanks' disaster will be pretty much erased at this point. If he can just get the kill here. You think the new dupe glitch for Sekiro works on console? Yes. Yes, it does. There's no reason that it wouldn't. Nice picking up extra runes came in clutch. I guess so. I guess it did, yeah. Because he just barely had enough to recover this. 1 more hit. We'll do it. There's the Hippo. There's 3 status effects. All right, now we are tied up 2-2. And now Blanks has a sizable lead. He's gotten into Shadowkeep, and he has all of his runes intact to show for it. Sweat, though, does have one of the most powerful talismans in the game, so... And by one of, I mean the most powerful talisman in the game. Almost inarguably. Unless you're doing, you know, a build that can't use it. But for most builds in the game, just kind of the best. All right, now both of them heading generally towards Ensis. Are they gonna go... it looks like this is probably for the sorceries, the center square. Center square is pretty powerful. Ooh, not what Blanks is doing, though, actually. Unless... Is this a way to get there? It looks like he's just doing... Skidoo. Oh! This is actually a way to get to bowls. You can actually do the kind of skip from the backside back to the front side, since Blanks never went anywhere near there. Oh, Swed gets just a short jump. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. He just had bad FPS. Just gave him a little tiny baby jump that did not make it. He's gonna have to try again. Oh, slips off again, though. Whereas Blank's heading right to Bowls in front. Can't wait for Mortal Shell 2. Me too. It looks very good. Oh, much better jump this time. Okay, there's the first incant. Blank's doing a great job of getting, oh, so many headshots. He has put Bowls to sleep with the Eternal Sleep Grease, and Bowls just never, ever waking up. I mean, easy kill from Blanks. Didn't even have to sweat that. Easy, easy. Sets up a potential line in the top row, although not too scary just yet. But you can do Heal the Wounded Kindred and more armor set pretty easily. And then if Swed was forced into Matting Hand, that would be a disaster. So Swed hopefully will go probably straight for Wounded Kindred since he is closer. Oh, actually, he's not really closer. He has backside access, but Blanks has frontside access. So it could actually be a race here for Wounded Kindred, just trying to block out that potential line forming. Eternal Sleep is eternal for some. Yep. Me when I bongus. Oh, Swed, though, with not the cleanest line there, does have to quit out and is going to have to redo it from here. Looked cool. Now Blanks grabs Poison Flower blooms twice to infuse the fangs. Yeah. Can you infuse the fangs, actually? Is that a thing you can do? Actually, genuinely, I have no idea. Okay, Swed currently skipping the Skidoo fragment in the middle. Which, you know, is fine. I like grabbing it because it's directly along the path, but if he thinks he's just, you know, racing on Heal the Wounded Kindred, which they might be, then this might be the better play for it. What Swed gets for playing a match off stream? Nothing wrong with playing a match off stream. If anything, it's arguably more noble. Swed gets nothing out of it, right? He's not getting, you know, the things that the benefits that you get out of streaming, but he's here to still help practice anyway, right? He's here still to help Blanks practice. A lot of people will say, oh, if I'm not streaming, it's not worth it. I'm just gonna go to bed, whatever, like maybe later, whatever. But Swed, always willing to come in and help out, so we applaud Swed for what he's doing. Yeah, it is going to be Heal the Wounded Kindred for Blanks, but not for Swed. He's not going for it. He's not going for more armor set either. He is climbing up the backside. This could be for a Remembrance Boss hitless. This could be for a sorcery over by Mesmer. Speaking of, there is also Mesmer on the board. So there is some good stuff there, but that top row is very, very scary currently. Only getting the fun and the practice. Yep. He's not distracted by chat, exactly. Bro does it for the love of the game, and we love that he loves to do it. He is also presumably going to grab this Blessed Bone Shard on the way up. That's very nice, a very efficient grab if he does decide to do Heal the Wounded Kindred. And his Fang can be infused. Okay, that's pretty nice then. What you drinking? This. I don't think it's gonna focus on it, but that. And also, water. Blue Monster, yep. Monster. Swed with some... Wait, what did he do up there? He, like, climbed up the ladder. What was that for? Ah, gets grabbed! This is not Swed's game. Windex flavor. That's right. We love a Windex flavor. And not great here for Swed. Holy bats. I forgot what the item was. Yeah, because there is... Oh, he's heading towards Gaius now. I don't think there's a sorcery near Gaius. There is a sorcery near Mesmer. Okay. Oh. He is doing just this path to get to Mesmer. Okay, that makes sense. I figured he was going for sorceries, but... Yep, just drop off here. Be careful of the bat. Grab the sorcery, and then he will have that center square marked. Bang. Very nice. And now the question of where does he go from here? It is currently 3-3. The only thing is Blanks has a scary possible line, but Blanks isn't going for it either. He's heading into Belurat. Presumably he's going to do Queeline in Belurat, which makes perfect sense, and 3 unique horned warriors. Both in Belurat is a great synergy to find on this board. If you get to do both of those right away, that's pretty nice. But Blanks has quit out. I wonder if he's going to try to pivot here. He is. He says, wait a minute. That means that Swed is not possibly in position to contest. Oh, he's... No way he's actually setting up Mattinghand. He's actually setting up Mattinghand. I mean, Swed can easily do Heal the Wounded Kindred or more armor set from where he's at. So... But I mean, it looks like Blanks is actually trying to just sneak out this line. Those fangs do innate poison damage, so if you infuse them with deadly poison, you get the duration of regular poison with deadly poison damage. Huh. Well, wait. Well, you'd infuse them with regular poison, right? They have deadly poison. You can infuse them with regular poison is what you're saying, right? Sweat, it looks like he's going to go for Heal the Wounded Kindred. At least that is the general direction he's headed. He could technically be heading for Romina, but I don't see that being a likely play on this board state. But yeah, Healing the Wounded Kindred would be really, really nice to block the square that's the line that's forming. He's just rushing Matting. Yeah, no, Blanks is rushing to Matting, which seems wild to me. There is also Midra down there. So there is synergy, but like, even still, I feel like you can get 2 other squares faster than you can get Midra Mattinghand. So I feel like the only reason you get priority here is just because you think you're so far ahead on Wounded and more armor set that you think you're going to get both and then rush Mattinghand. I expect he's just going to grab the 1 Grace at Recluse's River downstream, immediately pivot out to Heal the Wounded Kindred, immediately acquire more armor set, or like both at the same time, some sort of combination of the two, and then head right back towards Mattinghand NPC. I believe Sweat is hanging in. GG's good effort. I mean, yeah, like Sweat is not the type to crumble under genuinely horrible circumstances that I feel like a lot of other players would go, GG, go next. This was not a good practice. Let's just go next. Swed likes to play them out, which I think is very, very admirable. Something I could not do. If I lost all my starting runes, I would unmute and I would just say, GG, go next. MPT style, which at least used to be fast Midra. No, it was fast Jory. Tom doesn't care about Midra, only about the Jory. Wow, Blanks is actually like committing to Mattinghand. This seems very awkward. And he is just going to get sniped on Heal the Wounded Kindred, and then all this progress for Mattinghand, it just doesn't mean anything then. Now, someone in chat tell me, is there any reason you can't tell Moore to be sad, then come over and pick up his armor while healing the wounded kindred? Does the wounded kindred just die if you tell Moore to be sad? Or am I just, like, making up scenarios in my head? I thought there was some sort of weird anti-synergy with them. I think it dies. Okay. So I did remember that right. I wasn't 100% sure, but very nice. So that means Swed does the heal to the wounded kindred of Rot first. Blanks will see that. But Blanks is already in the Jory catacomb. Like, I don't even know if he grabbed a Grace on the way in. And if he wanted to get out, he'd have to mog away 182,000. Blanks is kind of in a bad spot here. He's just in a part of the map that you just don't want to be in. Technically, this is a catacomb, so technically he does have a lot of potential synergy. It's Midra, it's a catacomb, it's Mattinghand. Like, there is synergy here, but, like, I don't think there's any way that this is the right spot to be right now. Oh, and he dies! He dies! Is that... I don't think that was on purpose. I think he missed the ladder skip, so he's gonna have to try that again. That's a bit more time loss. Swed not only hanging in here, but... with maybe the lead? I mean, literally has the lead 4 squares to 3, but also is just a little more free to go get whatever he wants at this point. He could take away the Bellarat squares that Blanks was setting up, while Blanks is stuck in the Jory catacomb, potentially. Or he could do more armor set, which gets him one of the 2 armor sets. Like, Swed has his pick. I mog 182,000 by flexing my jaw at the Super Bowl. Can't believe he's in a leading position after that start, right? Like, he definitely had a worse disaster than Blanks did, but he has held on and held on and held on and pushed the things he can do. Now, I still don't think he has enough runes to, like, be caught up in power to Blanks or anything. So once this square starts to turn into kill stuff, he still could have some troubles, but at the moment, at least, he is doing fine. I think he's going to go for tell Moore to be sad.
Together, even if so, but our mothership did must we.
Here it is, be sad forever. Sad. Nice pivot warp out. He's going to get this square too. That's going to be a nice lead for him. That's going to be 5 to 3. Where Blanks is still just here at Jory. He has to fully kill Jory before he can pivot out and start contesting things. So Blanks will have gained no actual squares out of this, although he will have half of the 2 catacombs, and he'll have priority later on Mattinghand and Midra, but... you know, I think I would say I'd rather be... well, would I rather be in B-Swed's position? Having lost all the runes? I don't know. It's at least pretty close. With how much prio Blanks had, there's no way that Swed should be getting these 2 squares. Yeah, he just... Blanks really committed on trying to, like, sneak out a line, and just, it did not work whatsoever. And now I think Swed is just going to go get the other set of armor here. For the second full DLC armor set. And I expect that Blanks, as soon as he gets Jory, is just going to pivot out of here. I don't think there's any reason to stick around. Ooh, he's very low, though. He's got to be careful. The Jory summon. Oh, luckily the Jory summon just kind of like slowly did the worst fire imaginable. Ooh, but he has to heal again, and he's let Jory go away again. Okay, that's the perfect attack to see, though. You get to immediately get a backstab and restart the loop. Very, very nice for Blanks to continue there. But Swed is about to have that second full DLC armor set, and then it's going to be 6 to 3. 6 to 3 with not really any line pressure from Blanks. There it is. Wow, 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 wow. How the turntables. If I read Blanks somewhat correctly, he's trying to avoid going for Sewer Horned Warrior by going for the one in Midra Mance. That would be crazy to me. That's That's way too much, like, synergy for going way too far out of your way. Oh, and he dies! Blanks dies! This is a disaster. He either has to respawn here and just keep trying for Jory, or if he goes out to the last grace, he'd have to come back all the way through the catacomb if he want to do it later. He's even more stuck in here by that death. He is just actually stuck. Oh no. What is this game? What is this game? The back and forth, the just nothing going anyone's way. What an absolutely wild game we've got on our hands. I don't know where Sweat is heading to now. It looks like he's heading to Fort of Reprimand again, which he skipped earlier. I mean, I guess that's what it's gotta be. I guess he skipped it because he really thought they were both going to be racing on the two-handed talisman and the DLC legendary Ash. Ended up they did not race on it, but he did win it, so he can't be too sad about that. But yeah, now he's just going to go and grab the runes here and then finally set up. We are 30 minutes in and Sweat has not set up a weapon. Does he need that dew gem? I don't think he knows what that dew gem was. I think he was just hoping that was more runes. What's in here besides Midra? There's the Matting Hand NPC, and Jory itself is a catacomb. So it's 3 squares of potential priority / synergy for blanks. It has just taken a very long time. Okay, he's just gonna quit out. Nice, so that he can warp out of here. Not bad. Blank's doing a good job of getting the backstab loop this time. He's healing, but I think that lets Jory out. Okay. It does let him out of the backstab loop, but he should be able to get back into it here, no problem. Chose a good time to heal when Jory couldn't teleport. Ooh, almost got stuck on that gravestone, though. And these backstabs, honestly, are, like, not doing good damage. Does get stuck on the grave there. So Jory does get away. Jory manages to get a summon, but he does get a backstab and a bleed proc. Oh, but he's got to be careful of the summons. Okay, that wasn't so bad. And since Jory just summoned, he should be able to get back into attacking him just fine. Very nice. Okay. Recovered from blanks from that. Sweat heading back to the backside for a second time. Why is he here? He's already gone through here, right? Didn't he already go up to the loft? Ulcerated tree spirits, I guess? I guess this is ulcerated tree spirits. What is that push for him? I guess it's a block on column 1 and sets up a potential row 5? Seems like a very, very early time to do that, though. Ulcerated Tree Spirits is not that fast just because 3 of them just takes a while. It's not like a scary square. It's definitely something you can do fairly early, but it's just... I don't know. I don't love it in this position. Do you think it's the easiest runes? Possibly. Do they even give good runes? None of them are officially bosses, so I don't even know. I do not know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there's runes down in the part that he drained that you can just go grab? I don't know. Rune he just picked up is like 50k or something. Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't grab that the first time through then, but... Oh, and now he's also grabbing the Skidoo here that he didn't grab earlier. Oh, what a spot to hop down, though. I hate hopping down here because you've got this guy just in the way. Wait, is he heading towards... Oh, he's heading towards Skadu Tree. There are some runes down here. He just knows every backup rune in the entire game, and honestly is just going for them all. I mean, if you're ahead 6-3, like, that's fine. You can take some time to get set up in these ways. Although it is very slow, like, there's no reason to actually do Skidoo Tree, so the only reason to come down here is for some runes, and this is, like, very far out of the way. It is not a later rune. No, the only way to get a later rune is through an invasion. That is something that I'm a little surprised is still up on the board, because that's something that a lot of people rush very often, especially immediately after Golden Hippo. So Blanks, I mean, could have done it already. Swed could do it at any time as well. So that's one that I'm a little surprised is still just sitting there on the board. There's also a lot of Bellarat synergy that neither of them has cashed in on yet. Blank's going for a Death Knight here? For a second Catacomb and a Death Knight. That's good synergy. That's great synergy, actually. He's doing the little skip down to get to the Death Knight. Ooh, gotta be a little careful on this. He does not want to take the fall damage here. You can live that fall, but he decides to go for the very, very safe one where you take no fall damage whatsoever. Hitless Skadutri? No, nobody's doing a Hitless Skadutri. Not when Mesmer's on the board. Not when Romina's on the board. Like, that would be silly. You could, but like, it would be very silly. All right. He finally says, now I've got enough money. I'm going to pop it all. I'm going to buy all my runes. I'm going to finally get set up. 36 minutes into the game, finally setting up a weapon. And ahead. 36 minutes doesn't have a weapon set up, and he's ahead. What a strange board. There's an Iris of Grace there as well for V-Swed. That's true, but you can get a faster one on the way towards Romina, right? The two that you can get are either at Skadoo or on the way to Romina, unless... Yeah, because the Occultation is from the Omen Killer. The one on the way to Romina is the Iris of Grace, which would be faster. The rough start was just a vibe check for V-Swed. Yeah, and he passed. He passed the vibe check. He 100% passed that vibe check. Ooh, now heading to Belarot. I like this. I like this. So, Blank's going for the synergy of Catacombs and Death Knights in a little bit of a sneaky way. And then Swed going for the synergy of Queeline and Horned Warriors. Plus 29 Flamberge. Very nice. Occultation from the ulcerated after you drain the water as well, though not on the board. Good call, though. I did forget about that, so... Good shout. If it was on the board, it would be synergy. And a tree spirit. Yes. Normally, you would never do that tree spirit. It's just slower than the other options. But given that he wants to do Horned Warriors anyway, and there's one down there by that tree spirit, that's very possible. That's very possible. I would love to see Swed first do Queeline and Bellarat. Maybe do one Horned Warrior first, just to hide a tiny bit of progress. But I would love to see him start with Queeline, because that's the easiest snipeable one. Did you hear plus 29? Plus 24 is what I thought I said, but... But yeah, usually you do not want to go for the one in Bellarat Sewer because it's in a bunch of poison and stuff. And usually it's very far out of the way because you have to get the key and go down there. But with the synergy with Unique Horned Warriors, I actually think it's a reasonable play. Okay, Blanks is in the Death Knight fight here. He's just got to have a decent fight here and then he will get 2 squares immediately. I mean, Blanks, for being behind 3 squares, has a lot of priority that he has hidden very, very well. And he hasn't gotten sniped really yet on anything. Right? Because Blanks still, at any time, can get Maddinghand NPC. At any time, can get Midra. And will, in just a second, have 2 Catacombs and a Death Knight. So Blanks, really not far behind. $8,000 manflies. There are a lot. Swed not going for the Horned Warrior first, instead going first for Queeline. I agree with this. I like this as a play. Swed will immediately know that Jory is dead if Death Knights and 2 Catacombs are marked simultaneously. That's true. So Blanks will give up a lot of the hiding of his progress that he's been doing. I wonder if this was Blanks' plan all along. Wasn't even to get lines, but he just wanted the synergy. Oh, nice hits from Sweat. Has to be very careful. Queeline almost got him. Okay, they just both back off and heal. There's the double mark from Blanks. Catacombs and Death Knights down. Now, since it's in the middle of while Sweat is fighting, I wonder if Sweat will 100% realize and like, take note of, oh, he's definitely done Jory when he gets out of this fight. Because sometimes it's easy to just kind of forget some of those things when you're in the middle of a fight. But there's Queeline in Bellarat. Advantage. Swed 7-5. Does Blanks push for the Horned Warriors? He does not. He pivots out of there. He was gonna go for that exact same play, but seeing Swed have the priority, he says, uh-oh, I think Swed can get this first. I gotta go somewhere else. So some of the advantage that that Blanks was hiding, this I've already got access to Bellarat, is no longer gonna be active. Oh, Swed, do not fight this with all the little shadow guys behind you. Oh, I could see this going so badly. And that's why, look at that Spyra interrupting him. He might have gotten far enough away, though, now. But, oh, my God. The attacks from the Horned Warrior. You can't even stagger him. He's got infinite poise. Okay, nice jump attacks. Oh, I'm surprised that jump attack actually hit. I thought it was gonna barely miss to the side. Nice job getting away from those attacks. Oh, very, very low, though. He's got a heal. Oh, surprisingly does not get hit for it. Nice. One more swing. Okay, that's the first unique Horned Warrior. Not the cleanest fight for sure, but he gets it. Oh, doesn't send it. Oh, he's pivoting out. Wait, Temple Town Ruins. What is he doing down here? There is a Horned Warrior here. He doesn't want to have to go to the sewer. Very interesting. Doing this one before the other one in Bellarat is an interesting choice. All right, making his way through. Skipping sewer, valid? Very valid. Oh, nice starting hit. This one definitely has way more health than the one in Bellarat. Maybe not way more, but I think a little more. I think he's doing less per hit, but a much cleaner fight when you don't have to worry about that. Blank's going for the later rune. I mentioned how I was surprised it wasn't taken yet, and Blanks finally says, well, let's change that. Ooh, Swed! Yeah, definitely getting hit harder on this one. This one definitely scaled higher than the ones in Bellarat. That is for sure, for sure. Nice! Gets the bleed proc. Gets the kill. That's 2 Horned Warriors. Will he go back to Bellarat, or is he gonna find a third spot somewhere else? Okay, back to Bellarat. Back to Bellarat. That makes sense. Skip Odasua. You can get 200 talisman here too. He already has it. That's actually a square on the board that he's already marked right here. Okay, Blank's about to acquire a later rune. Then it will be 7-6 in Swed's favor. But Swed is working on the 8th one. But I mean, we cannot forget that Blanks does have a big advantage on Matting Hand and Midra. Where's the third Horned Warrior? Right up here. Do you mean if you were going to do all 3 in Bellarat? The second one would be right up here. And then the third one that you would do is down in the sewer. Not exactly sure why Swed cleared out that one random pot guy that hides and disappears, but... Oh, yeah, now he's doing big damage. Much better than the one in the ruins. Nice stagger. Take the riposte. Oh, with a bleed proc that almost says he just needs one more hit. Oh, does not get it. Doesn't even get to trade. There it is, though. Bang. There's the mark. 8-6 in Swed's favor. Ooh, Blank's heading right up to Mesmer. Swed does have better access to Mesmer if he needs it. Swed, just quit out. If you're in combat, just quit out. Just quit. Just quit out. Yeah. I think Swed is very, very used to not quitting out because he mostly does hitless, and in hitless, you are not allowed to quit out, period. So I think he generally tries to find ways to get out of combat without quitting out, but yeah, most of the time, if you're stuck in combat, just quitting out is going to be way faster on average. Go back to stream mode and see 6-7. No, that was 7-6, and now it's 8-6. Hitless brain, yep. I mean, that's understandable. There are times where getting out of combat is much faster by just getting out of combat than quitting out. It's just, if you don't know, if you're unsure whether you're going to get out of combat, quitting out is faster almost every time. Looks like he's heading for the second Queeline so that he can give an Iris of Grace. Interesting enough, there is technically the synergy of Iris of Grace with Yolan and Ana. It's not going to happen, but, like, technically there is. Swed also could have Devonia at some point. Both of them could do a boss using a perfume bottle only at any point. If Blankskin gets Mesmer hitless, that would be a big, big advantage for him. Oh, what up, Liv? Because, yeah, Blank's very, very much showing he is definitely heading straight to Mesmer here. Ooh, Swed getting a little caught by the fire here, same as what happened on the other Queeline. That is his dangerous combo. Woohoo! Barely rolls away from that. Honestly, doing a nice job of punishing those fireballs from Queeline. Mesmer is actually not the play on Blanks' radar. He's trying to do front to back skip. The reason you would do front to back skip, it sets up for Yolan and Ana. And I guess if you really want Gaius for hitless. But there's not a lot of reason that you need backside, so I'm a little surprised he's going for it here. I mean, maybe he's just not confident on Mesmer hitless, which is understandable. I'm not confident on Mesmer hitless either. Swed going immediately for giving the Iris of Grace. This is maybe a little bit too early to be cashing in on this, given that you beat Blanks to getting Queeline and Bellerot, but there's also, it's very understandable that you don't want to hold on to your priorities for so long that you could lose them. Yolan and Ana is like really long. Yeah, really, really, really long. Like, for, you know, for most players, I would assume that they're going front to back so that they can do hitless on Gaius, because that's just what players do. Players just see hitless and say, I will do that on Gaius, period. I'm not even going to try any other bosses. But I feel like Blanks has a hitless Mesmer. I might be wrong, but I feel like Blanks could do Mesmer hitless. Oh, 6-9. Nice. Nice game score. There's the Iris of Grace for Swed. Very, very good. GG Swed, yeah. So now, even with the 2 square advantage that Blanks is holding, even if he cashed in on both of those, it would only be 9-8. So Swed now with the unequivocal, definitive advantage right now. What NPC invaders are there? Queeline, ADM, who else? Oh, good point. Queeline, ADM, more, although he told him to be sad, so you would not have that. Hold on, there's another common one that I'm forgoing. Horn scent only if you do it in the way that doesn't give a later rune. If you do it in the way that gives a later rune, you're like... You are the invader, I think? Matting Hand is not an invader. Matting Hand is just chilling there. He's just a dude. Egon? I don't think Egon invades. Dane counts? No, Dane does not count. What is... I'm sure there's another one. I just can't think of it. Perfume bottle only, hitless Mesmer. Surely. Just don't summon him in Mesmer. Oh, that's right. You could do Horn Scent by not summoning him in Mesmer, killing Mesmer, and then using that to fight him in front of Romina. That's true. That's true. I don't know that we'll see that from either player. I'm not sure I've ever seen that from a player, but in this board, it is very viable. Mesmer's on the board. Romina's on the board. Like... You can make Tialia invade, but it's slow. Yeah. I'm kind of surprised there's so few invader options. I really thought there were more. I missed the practice commentator streams in previous sessions, but this is so good. Thank you. That's why, well, that's... I mean, I guess saying we're good at it, that's why we practice is a little backwards. We are good at it because we practice, and I really, really, really like doing it, so I practice a lot so that I can become so good that I'll be the commentary guy. That if anybody wants commentary for anything, if there's any events going on, they're like, Mitch, get him in there. That's my goal, to be Mitch Nye, the commentary guy. Mitch Nye, the commentary guy. Goodbye. Can you commentate my life? Sure, send me a video of it, and then I'll, I'll go right for that. All right, Bonnie Village Butcher Knife guys. Those don't technically invade you, right? None of those dismount you from Torrent. I think an NPC invader specifically has to dismount you from Torrent as you are running by. Oh, Blanks is trying to steal away Ulcerated Tree Spirits here. Whereas Swed is trying to steal away Mesmer. Wait, they just set up for each other's squares. They just flip-flopped. They swapped. We'll see if Swed can get a hitless Mesmer. I don't know if Swed has that. I know that I don't have that. I don't know if Swed has that. Hitless so far. I'm kind of jinxing it. I'm hoping maybe not to. I mean, it would keep the game closer if I jinxed it. So maybe I do jinx Swed a little. Swed does a lot of hitless. I think he's doing all 207 bosses hitless, so he definitely knows how to hitless Mesmer. I guess it's like, does he know how to do it with a random setup? Is the question. Because he definitely knows how to do it with his exact hitless setup. Oh, snipes him out of the air. Sheesh. I just don't know how good he is with random setups. I mean, he's looking really good so far. Oh, I'd said the jinx thing. I did the jinx thing. Apparently, not quite perfect. Gets hit once. He is probably going to want to heal at some point, but probably on the phase transition. Healing before that is really, really hard to find time for, so... Yeah, and now he's playing a little riskier. Now he's willing to trade. Okay, he should heal here. Gah! Hey, caster cursing is an important part of casting. This is a skill that we're developing. Oh, Swed running very, very far away for this. Oh, I think the reason that Blanks went immediately for the tree spirits is actually because of this bottom row here that Swed was threatening. So totally makes sense that you'd want to do that over doing hitless, because if you happen to skill issue, which does happen, and you just lost out on hitless, like, you need the ulcerated tree spirits to block. And actually, that might have been also the reason why Swed cashed in on Iris of Grace, was to force Blanks to block in that way. Nice fight by Swed. Nice fight. He did take 2 hits. He got a little, like, riskier after he took the first hit, but very nice job. Sticks in the fight, does not reset it. Takes Mesmer. 10-6 lead here for Swed. He's got all the bingos blocked, so Swed just needs any 3 more squares anywhere on the board, and he will have this victory. Looks like he might be heading towards Romina next, possibly. At least in that general direction. It's kind of hard to snipe that. What did this do? They're both on. They're not doing any damage. I mean, they're doing damage. They're not doing, like, incredible damage. The main thing for Swed is he lost so many runes at the start that his actual level is pretty low. He doesn't have a lot of, like, strength or dex or whatever. But now he's got 400k, so now he'll have some levels. That should up his damage by a lot. And then, yeah, they haven't done a lot of Skidoo gathering either, so he's probably only Skidoo, like, 5, maybe? Maybe only, like, 4? So certainly not like a large Skidoo and not a large level yet. Grabs another Iris of Grace, which he would need for Yolan and Ana if he wants that later. So very smart to grab it on the way through. So it has been a bingo grinder these past few weeks. Yeah, honestly, in every season he has been a grinder, and he's really put in the work to get so much, like, better at it. Like, when he first started, I think it was, it was a struggle for him. And I think the first season he was in, he was like, I want to win 1 game. And since then, he has become a legitimate contender and keeps up with the best of them in practice all the time. He's been a Vanini's grinder. Crazy comeback. Yeah, this game was looking over. This was a game that I think a lot of people would have said GG go next, 10 minutes in. If that, maybe it was more like 5 minutes in. And Swed said, nope, I can just win this. It's all good. I'll just win it. Oh, lost all my starting runes and have nothing? I'll just win the game, though. That's fine. I do also think, though, Swed has not gone back for talismans, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think he has any more talismans than just the 2-handed talisman right now. Blank's finishing off the 3rd ulcerated tree spirit. It is a good block for him. Nah, I'd win. Yep. He won 3 out of 9 matches in his first season. It was actually really impressive. He beat Blanks, who won the season in round robin. Three out of 9. Is that right? Was that his first season? I feel like, I mean, I wasn't in that season, but I feel like I remember Swed saying I just wanted to win 1, and then he was like happy that he was doing pretty well, if I remember right. But I could be misremembering the details. You can ask that from him more specifically. But either way, he has become absolutely a big threat that on his good days, he'll just beat you. Like, he is playing out of his mind after that start today. What happened? What? He clearly landed on the tree. He clearly got the only take half health and then somehow died anyway? Hello, game? Hello? What the heck? Is Swed playing for Canada in Season 6? Yes. He's playing for Canada in Season 6. Yeah, Swed shaking his camera like, did you see that BS? And like, yeah, I did. Was Torrent at low health, maybe? Is that what happened? Welcome to the tree skip. Look, it's easy. It's easy. Okay, this time Torrent definitely has enough health. The mouse reaction. Scammed for sure. That was silly. Nice. There we go. But Blanks is hot on his heels because of that death. Swed goes from having, you know, well over a minute lead to well under a minute lead. Oh, he's actually going for Devonia here, not even Romina. Are they both going to go for Devonia? Is this going to be a race? Or is one of them going to go Romina, one of them go Devonia? Romina has the potential to be done hitless. Blanks is going for Romina, so they're not even racing each other. So the death doesn't matter that much if you're not racing each other, but very interesting. You got to be very careful on Devonia. She can be very mean. Oh, nice stagger though on her. Very nice. Takes the riposte, even though, you know, kind of the meta has become you don't take ripostes on Crucible Knights because they take less riposte damage. Honestly, it's still pretty safe and it's still not bad damage. I don't mind it at all. Even if it's not kind of the meta play, it's not a bad play either. Nice rolls from Swed. Oh, even gets the stagger. He knew he was going to get that too. He said, I'm not trading. I'm winning this. Oh, tries to go back in just slightly too fast and unfortunately gets the very, very slow flower move. He's just going to run around her for this. That seems very scary to me, but he ends up fine. Very, very nice. Just avoid this attack. He only needs a few more hits and he's got this. One more hit should do it. There it is. Devonia for Swed. 11-7. He only needs 2 more squares. Anywhere that he wants. He's already got 2 unique NPC invaders. He could go for Horn Scent. He could do the Horn Scent play. But I think he's going to go Perfume Bottle only. I think he's going to go Perfume only Dane right now. Yeah, that is exactly what he's doing. He's checking that he's got a perfume bottle. There it is. Lightning perfume bottle. Not a good perfume for Dane, but like hopefully it'll be fine. Question mark? Okay, he's gonna go back and buy some more stuff here first. Very nice. I think Blanks has to commit on Romina because he saw that Swed was in the area. But he's not. He's not committing for Romina. Where's he headed? Where? Oh, he's going for a perfume bottle. He's going back towards Castle Ensis for a perfume bottle? I mean, why not just buy the Deadly Poison one? The Deadly Poison one is not bad on Dane. It's not the best. The best is Madness. But, like, I think Deadly Poison is maybe, honestly, second best for Dane. It's at least, like, reasonably up there. Swed, you do not have the stats for that bottle. Swed, you need more Dex or Faith or something. Oh, he uses the flask. Wait, that means he has to win within 3 minutes. He should win within 3 minutes. The damage is not that bad, but... Ooh, that was scary. He just stayed in for Dane's Palm Blast. He could have got one shot if it was a fully charged one, I think. Ooh, gets Palm Blasted again, but he is fine. He's playing this very risky, but I don't hate it. Another Palm Blast. He's just getting Palm Blasted. It's just an oops all Palm Blast from Dane here. Okay, nice. Get out of range and heal. Very nice. Double heals, even for the extra damage. Doing very, very nice. Just face tanking Dane, yeah. Oh, wait, Blanks is trying to do lightning or perfume only Romina. Okay. Genuinely hilarious. He's not going to get it because Swed is just going directly for Dane, but actually hilarious. Is lightning even good against Romina? I do not know. I know fire would be your best bet, but... Ooh! Did you see Dane just do a back jump to avoid the final hit? But here it is for Swed. Kill a boss using perfume bottle only. He will only need one more square anywhere on the board and will have completed one of the most unlikely comebacks from a starting position I've seen. Oh, and Blanks dies. I think he died looking over at the board to see what Swed marked. It looks like Swed is now heading to Romina. So it might be a bit of a race here. That is good for Blanks. He does need to win races in order to have a chance here, but it might be too little too late here. Oh, yeah, actually, if Swed is just heading for Horn Scent, even by accident, if he just happens to run into Horn Scent on the way through, even if he wasn't thinking it, if he goes, wait, that's a third NPC invader, then that would be it for Swed, and he would just win. Swed can just NPC, yes. I mean, I forgot that, so it's possible that Swed forgot that, although Swed is probably more in practice than me, so Swed probably knows it. He's probably heading right for Horn Scent and will win off of that, but we shall see. Imagine he stunts on Blanks and does Romina hitless. That would be pretty cinema. Because Blanks definitely... Oh, Blanks is quitting out to get the hitless. Blanks really wants Romina hitless. He says he needs this synergy, which is understandable. He probably does need the synergy, but if he doesn't get it this try, I mean, you spent a lot of time on it. Swed killed 2 Queeline. No, that's why it says unique NPC invaders. He killed 2 Queeline, which only counts as 1 unique NPC invader. And then he could do Ancient Dragon Man, which I don't think he's done yet. And then he can do Horn Scent. I guess I said do this as his 3rd NPC invader. This would technically be his 2nd one. But ADM is like a very easy cleanup after. He did get an ADM also? Oh, I don't remember him doing that. But if you say so. Wait, why isn't... He didn't talk to Horn Scent. You actually have to summon Horn Scent in the Mesmer fight for him to show up here. You can't just kill Mesmer. You have to summon him and talk to him after, and he did not summon him and did not talk to him after, so he does not have the NPC invader here. He's going to be chasing on Romina, but what this does mean, he doesn't need hitless, so if Blanks gets hit one more time and has to quit out again, that could spell disaster. He does get hit, and he does quit out one more time. All Swed needs to do is kill Romina on this attempt, and he gets it. Uh-oh. Not like he could have known that Swed was right here, but yeah, it turns out. Not summon him, just talk to him. Oh, even if he's sad afterwards, he will still invade? I guess I did not know that. Just need to talk to him so he gets mad at you. It's weird that he gets mad at you even if you did summon him. He's like, thank you for fulfilling my life's purpose, but also, I'm gonna try to kill you anyway. Beautiful evades from Swed. Yep, very, very nice. He has not been hitless so far, but he does not need to be. Oh, the weird unlock look at the ground strats always looks so funny to me. Yeah, and Blank's just not getting the Romina here. So, this will be it for Swed as long as he does not die right here at the end. Takes the riposte, and that should do it. G. The Swed wins 13-7 with a big comeback from the start.
GG.
Incredible.
Oh shit, I was muted. GG's. Was there a catacomb?
Yeah. Just going catacombs lost me the game because I thought you were gonna just rush row 3.
I almost called it early because I had an oopsie poopsie. I lost all 160k at the start.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a
But I was
pretty
like,
big
you know what?
oopsie.
I was like, you know what? Maybe I can make something of it. So I just kept.
I guess
going
going catacombs is worse than losing all your runes at the start.
Apparently.
Guess so. I had to go all the way down to Sunflower to get money.
Didn't even really make any mistakes. I just kind of went catacombs, and that's why I lost.
It didn't even look that bad. It was like 4 squares.
Yeah, but what I thought you were gonna do is mark Death Knight and then pressure row 3. So I went Jory, and that way, you know, if you were gonna do the Death Knight play, you'd lose 2 catacombs.
Yeah,
but you didn't end up going for Death Knight.
You know, I let that play too.
Yeah, I was like, Sweat would be the guy to do a row 3.
And a weapon.
So you're saying that if you had a setup, you would have potentially
100%. You read. Oh, for sure, you read me, dude. Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
No, you got the right read. I just literally didn't have a weapon.
Like the problem was, it wasn't even just going catacombs. The problem was I also died on Jory, and it was pretty deep in as well. At that point, I will say I was mentally affected by the fact that you were marking squares outside of the catacombs. I'm like, oh, well, I just lost then.
Yeah.
So maybe I gave up a bit too early, but yeah, I really felt like it was over when I was stuck in Jory Catacomb, and you were marking squares outside of it. I was like, well, there are like 7 squares overground, so.
For sure.
Yeah, my opening play was going to be Legendary Ash, but I missed the gravestone skip like 4 times, so I decided to just, I don't know, my DLC has been looking really bad this season, honestly. I've been having really, really bad DLC games.
Well, that's okay. Chris sucks, so, you know, you're fine.
True.
Yeah, this was definitely not my strongest game, nor has this week of practice been my strongest week of practice, but
I feel like you just gotta split so much with base game too.
Yeah.
Yeah, look how easy the skip is when I'm not. Yeah, look at how easy the skip is when I'm not in a freaking match. Wow. I don't get it. I'm just in my own head, I guess. But yeah, I mean, a lot of it was just like, I thought you were gonna go for the catacomb play, and then I was like, okay, he won't go for Wounded Kindred because he's in Death Knight right now, and you mark Wounded Kindred. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But
that turned out to be so good because it just went right into right into 2 armor, just like bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, 2 armor as well as Grace as well, Iris of Grace.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, exactly. So, I was a lucky board to lose 160 on. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Lucky board. It's never lucky to lose money, but
well, I mean, I was able to grab stuff without actually setting up a weapon and make my way to money because, like, the sunflower rune is what 80,000, I think.
Yeah.
And then there's another one that's 80,000. So, like, I was able to get it back, and then plus reprimand I got. So it just took a long time.
So that was your Iris of Grace with sunflower instead of the other one?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a little synergy there. So
he eventually needed both for Yolan and Ana, if you think about it.
I picked up the other one on the way, but yeah, true.
That was like my one saving grace. Was like, oh, if I can get Mesmer hitless and Tree Spirits, and then potentially Romina / Devonia, I could maybe do that. I get an easier Iris of Grace.
I took 1 hit to Mesmer because I tried to jump attack and it didn't work.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, I missed. I got missed a jump attack, and because you can jump over that poke. I don't know if you knew you can jump over that. I forget who I saw.
I've seen that. I've seen that.
I saw that yesterday. And I was like, ain't no way you can jump that. And I was just like, I need to try that. So that was the first time I tried it. But I got hit once.
Yeah, technically you got hit twice because you got hit after that, but you were playing a little riskier.
It was twice.
Yep.
You gotta keep me honest.
Actually. Very important.
Yeah. I don't know. If I had to play this over again, I maybe would have prioritized incants. Sorceries. What were your 2 sorceries?
Thorns, which I wasn't 100% sure. I was lucky I found that. I wasn't sure on the location of that. It turned out to be where I was thinking it was, but that was good practice. And then the skip over by Moonrithal to grab.
Okay, so you went backside then right away, or like kind of like when I was going to
Hippo,
pretty
much.
Went backside?
Yeah, just for the progress to get money.
Oh yeah,
weapon. Yeah.
On Hippo, he did like that rolling thorns attack. I got like quadruple hit by it and got one shotted.
Quadruple.
It really was like quadruple.
It was like 4 ticks in 1 frame. It was really
next time you're fighting Hippo and he does that attack, try run jumping to the right.
Okay.
Yeah,
because
it's pretty high.
I rolled and I saw 4 ticks of damage, and I was like, well.
Yeah, try run jumping. It makes the needles miss. It's weird.
Yeah.
But you got to be careful because the water will like nullify your jump sometimes. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but
Oh, in Hippo Arena? I don't think I've seen
too.
that. Huh.
Mm-hmm. Usually in the back corner. I don't know if it's the whole arena, but I've had it happen in the back
the
corner.
water is like deep water? Oh.
Yeah, like you know how in like the ulcerated water where you
Yeah.
jump? Yeah, it's like that in some parts of Hippo. So you just be careful.
Oh.
Yeah, there is.
I've not missed the gravestone skip a single time since the game has not been live.
I almost like fumbled it at the start, but I figured it out. I was like, wait, this isn't right. And then I like got it right away.
Yeah.
Do you
For me,
do that one
it's-
more time, Blanks? Actually, my bad. Let me look at it really quick. I think you jump on a different. Yeah, I went under there by accident. I was like, wait, this isn't right.
Like usually I can get over this gravestone in one jump, but I'm not able to do that recently. I don't know why.
Oh, you jump on the
Yeah.
tippy tip. I jump in the little broken part and then 180 up.
Because you can literally get under this one. Like,
Yeah, I usually just jump like a double jump up to the broken part because I've fallen off that part you jump off before. So I'm like, nah, I don't like that. Yeah, I just like,
oh.
but maybe I
Yeah.
don't know. Have you ever fallen off of it?
Not this one, this little broken
No?
piece, but I've fallen off of the taller one many times.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The broken piece is
Yeah.
the one I go for. Yeah, the tall part is the one I flub sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have a problem with the tall one, but I just like point it into the corner.
Sure.
Trying to figure out how I am able to. Maybe it's like my angle, like the way I'm facing. I'm trying to figure out how I'm able to get up both gravestones. Like that's the hardest part for me.
Oh, can you do that?
You
Yeah, you
can.
can get up onto this one.
It doesn't save a lot of
That's-
time, honestly, but it is a little
that's great.
nicer.
Okay. Are you like losing momentum by jumping into the wall? Maybe, I don't know. I guess it's kind
Yeah.
of hard to turn.
I guess it doesn't really matter. But
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I don't think I've ever seen anyone make that in one.
I used to be able to do it all the time in season 4.
You're rusty.
Very, very rusty.
So, what are the games tomorrow?
CBD and Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's gonna be so good too. Shit.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, that's like a very good even match. I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sorry this game wasn't interesting. You know, I
It was actually very interesting.
I was about to say, considering my start and like the whole ridiculous thing that you did in the catacombs, I'm sure that the viewers probably liked it at least.
Oh, yeah,
But
we-
I was.
Unorthodox game.
We
was
were
very
like, oh my
unorthodox.
god, Sweat has no chance. Like, it's over. It's
I
over.
almost called it. I was
Yeah.
like, "Ugh, dude, who is that guy that Superman jumped across the ocean and hit me and one-shot me? Do you know what's actually crazy about that? Is that guy one-shot me, but the Horned Warrior, before I missed the two-handed talisman and I died, I lived that.
Okay,
It did like
Sweat,
half my HP.
I need you to do me a favor. If you're going for 200 talisman ever
Yes.
again,
Okay.
hop off torrent and just immediately quit out, because then you can grab the 200 talisman and just warp away, and he won't hit you.
I was thinking that it was like deeper in. That's why I like flew right in there. I was like, oh wait, it's back there. And then it was I tried to do the chest skip, and I was like, oh god, I flubbed it.
Yeah, no, just quit out immediately. It is. I do the same. I have that in. We do the all bosses 4-player like speed run thing, and I just quit out still. It's like it's just always faster to quit out so you can get out of there.
That's true, because you got to quit out anyway to
You
get
have
out
to
of
quit out
there.
anyway, yeah.
There you go.
Exactly,
Okay, that makes a
exactly.
lot of sense. Okay, yeah, I'll
yep.
start doing that. True. That's I'm so stupid. Oh my god. Yeah, you're right. Ugh.
Yeah, I was gonna go for that, and then when I was missing the gravestone skip, I'm like, I'll probably just go Hippo.
And that's
And
why I
then-
went for
Yeah.
it, because I wanted to challenge you on it, just because I'm tired of letting you be the aggressor. Like I gotta like start taking stuff from you if I ever want to
Yeah.
beat you.
Yeah,
That's why I went for it.
I do agree with that mindset. Take things from the players that think that they're all this, they're hot shit.
The issue is
Just take
Blank
stuff
is
from
hot
them.
shit and all that. That's
Yeah.
the scary part.
But see, then you get him, you catch him lacking a little on grave skip, and all of a sudden you can get blanks.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly right. Yep.
And
true,
then
exactly.
so, I
then
like
you gotta,
going for it, but
you got to pivot out, and you're not ready. You don't really have a second game plan. I mean, that's how I beat Tom, is like get him early off his game plan and make him like make a wrong choice. Like Blanks chose Catacombs and he thinks it was the wrong choice. So
yeah. I mean, also in this particular case, it's hard to get both Two-Handed Talisman and DLC Legendary Ash because they're kind of in different spots. So like, if you notice, oh, my opponent just marked Legendary Ash, they're up there. I still haven't done the skip yet. Oh, I'm just gonna go get Two-Handed before them, or you know, vice versa.
I also need to learn how to fight these Horned Warriors. They are menaces. Oh my goodness, they're scary.
Yeah.
They just have like infinite poise.
Yeah.
2 charged R2s from the Flamberge, I think, staggered them, right?
I think it was 2 charged R2s and 1 R1 or something.
1 single R. You think you might be right, actually, now that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I really had the read there on Catacombs. I was like, this is definitely what Sweat's going to be doing. Like, I don't know. I guess I didn't see the sorceries and prioritize it enough early enough. I also didn't think this was a backside game. But
it's funny. No, I don't think it necessarily was. I don't think there's anything wrong with going front side on this board with all the Midra stuff. But
yeah, I mean, especially with Hippo on the board, that's just just direct front side stuff. Yeah.
The only thing that you're not going to be able to get as fast, I guess, is the sorceries. And
I mean, the sorceries, it's at Mesmer, so you don't even have to do the front to back skip. You could go for that from front side.
It's just a little slower, though, I feel like, right?
Yeah, it is
all the way through Hip. Yeah,
it is a little slower. Yeah, but it's not bad.
No, not at all. Very recoverable. What is this nonsense you're doing? What is this?
That's the faster way down.
That's from the bird down.
Yeah.
Well, what happened to what the bingo guys? Was this like a new updated thing the bingo guys posted?
I guess so. Yeah, I think it was a skip that I think Twig Time posted, like a little drop down.
Interesting. I'd do something else for that. I don't know if you guys saw what I jumped down, but there's like a little ledge.
Yeah.
I, like jumped on. Yeah.
It felt like it took you a little bit longer to get back over to there after the towels or after the ash.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I was like, damn, they just really like it did no damage. How do you like? It did, like literally nothing. And then that one guy down in the swamp is gonna one tap me. Are you kidding? I was so mad.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you can work. I am at like 8 skidoo. So that's probably why I didn't take any damage.
No, dude, I went here at 0, and it did the exact same amount.
Really?
Yeah, and then I died, respawned. If you die and let yourself respawn, there's like a Marika thing, and I like got on torrent, didn't really like recognize the area where I was at exactly. I was trying to find my bearings, and one of those like giant black shadow dudes just jumped across like the ocean and one tapped me on torrent, and I lost all my money. And I was like, oh my goodness.
Oh, one of these guys?
There's a little lag. Let me see. I'm looking at Mitch.
One of the big guys,
one of the big dudes.
Yeah,
but
one of those guys. Yeah, the big shadowy guys.
I don't even know where it respawned me. It respawns me like over somewhere like around here. Yeah. And I was trying to figure out like where to go, and he just jumped like and just got me. I didn't know. Like he wasn't on screen. He came from like behind or something.
Yeah. Gray does say there's 2 versions of the skip that are posted in the Discord, a safer and a faster one.
I must be doing the safe one then.
I guess so. Or maybe there's 2 other than the one you're doing. There's like...
Yeah, sure. Oh, the one I did see was in the Discord. And I was like, oh, that's cool.
That's probably
so I saw one of them in there.
Illegal stake skip? Banned for respawning at the stake that you were in?
Alert.
Love some alert.
All right, guys. I am going to head to bed. I need some rest this weekend coming up.
Yeah. Understandable.
Thank you for playing, Swed. Thank you for commentating, Mitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, explain, dude.
Thank you for letting me steal your content.
Of course.
Yeah, no problem. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow, probably in Domo's chat.
Yeah.
Probably.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye, Mitch.
Bye-bye. All right. Disconnect from call. All righty. Very nice ones. How are Aggie, Domo, and Chris still playing their Dark Souls Trilogy Archipelago? How have they not finished that yet? Surely if I refresh, it'll... Nope, they're still going. How are they... What has happened? What time EST is Bingus tomorrow / today? It is in 10 hours from now. So... let me double check that. BingoBrawlers.com. We've got schedule 10 a.m. Pacific. Yep, that is in 10 hours from now. So honestly, I shouldn't even stay up that late because I do wanna get up and watch that. Watch when they do that. So I shouldn't even stay up too late here tonight. Commentating should definitely help them speed it up. True. Commentate that instead. Well, as you can see here, I'll be commentating on Saturday. Chris versus Blanks. So I gotta get a better read on Chris. Blanks, I feel like I generally understand how he plays. Chris? I don't know about Chris. Chris is still an enigma to me. Maybe we'll figure him out. But if he doesn't practice tomorrow, but I think he will. If he does practice tomorrow, maybe we start up stream early, like whenever he starts practicing, and we're just full on commentating Chris, stealing all of his secrets, so that I know what to look for on Saturday. Apparently they have a 77% progress. It's not that much. I mean, where are they at? Aggie only now is in Orlando? I mean, unless he came back here. Weren't they at 50 when they stopped yesterday? I thought so. And then they've been going for 8 hours today. So if it took them 8 hours to get 25 more %, then it's going to take them another 8 hours to get this done. Uh-oh. And then Domo is at... Oh. Domo's playing a roguelike Minesweeper? Is this a roguelike Minesweeper? Is it? What? That's a thing? Wait a minute. Wait, we should play this. Man, dude, I love Minesweeper. And then where's Chris at? Chris is still doing stuff. I think it's only Dom that is BK'd here. Oh, Chris is at this is the way to Sir Alone, I think. So a DLC. Aggie is too. Oh, they're all just waiting on Chris. Lamau. Aggie's large soul of a nameless soldier. Oh, now he's mogging. Well, dark signing. Oh, this is no, wait. Is this Dark Lurker area? Blue Smelter Demon Path. Oh, that's it. Bro, I don't know what Dark Souls 2 looks like. I played it. I don't remember. Don't understand what's going on in this Archie. I require commentary. And Chris, he's warping away. He's trying to find items. He's thinking about where an item could be. He's got no items left. He's in Broom Tower. Oh, he's in the DLC. He is in the DLC, I thought. So at least I was like kind of roughly somewhere on the correct timeline, maybe. He has no idea what items are left to check. DS2 on top of the number of times dying and getting stuck. DS2 staying on top. Mana T restored. Oh! He almost died. His health actually looked like it was 0. Broom Tower, that forebodes a clean sweep. Always getting some stuff here. But he's just punching? Corrosive Urn, he's picking up random stuff. Oh, he attacked a bit too early though. He's fine. Does this not look like peak cinema? Perhaps. All right. Well, to be serious though, gotta take my points there. I don't think I want to swap to like Sekiro runs or something right now, because I don't think I want to stay up like super late, because I do want to watch the matches in the morning. So I guess we're ending a little early today. We'll call this our day off, our break day. Even though we still did do 3 hours of commentary, we just didn't do a full 6 hours as normal. I think that's fine. When you got Bingus in the morning, you gotta be ready for the Bingus. But tomorrow, we can commentate practice matches, and we can commentate over the official matches. So I'll try tomorrow to get on earlier so that I can still get to bed at a reasonable time, because I need to do commentary tomorrow. But that we can maybe get a bit more commentary more earlier in the day. So one rando speedrun wouldn't hurt, surely. Well, the setup time would be the thing that hurts, I think. I could, but I'll just chill. I hardly ever take days off. I think it's reasonable to just say let's just end early as our day off. It's not even like a full day off. It's just ending a bit early. I think that's reasonable. All right, let's raid Chris. Let's raid him and his misery in Dark Souls 2. When is the match tomorrow? It is in 10 hours from right now. So you can do the math yourself, but it is in 10 hours from right now. 10 a.m. Pacific, noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Mountain Time. Whatever that would be in Europe or wherever else. Best Souls 2, that's right. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Have a good night, or morning, or afternoon, or evening, wherever in the world you all happen to be. And I will see. How many window skip attempts do you think he did? 100. That's my bet. But yeah, I will see you all later. Have a good one, everyone. Bye bye.